You think it should be all about games? What is the beauty of life? And when does it begin? And who does it begin for? And where are you in this? Or are you still in this? Can you see where it has been, where you have been within this beauty? When you're a child and you get a loot bag, you got a monkey, you got a barrel of monkeys, you're having a barrel of fun. Yes, and difficult. They are playing hardball. Thank you. Merci. Yes, so I looked that up. Let me see this. Wheelbarrow, Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow. Oh, it's a wheelbarrow. It's a wheelbarrow. Wow. So they're wheelbarrows. Wow. The row, is it row or is it the end of row? Because row is like, if you just hear the word, it could be fish eggs. And the OW could be the add on to what is man. And then it could be woman. Or ow can be like, again, if you put the E at the end, ow, you like it hurts. So this thing with putting the E at the end of a word, when you have the word AME or the letter association AM, and then you have what is ROW, or you have, I'm just trying to see when we, oh yes, OWE, the exchange and adding that E on, what is happening? Is it becoming material? Is it becoming split? What is the explanation of the, what does it show up? What does it say? Where does it come from? What is the E? So what do I do? Excuse me. Wheelbarrow, BAR, like in bar mitzvah. Why do they have the BAR first? So what I do is I play around with letters. I look at different words to understand the association in different words and what possibly the letter E means in each one of the positions, and depending on whether the word starts with an A, B, C, all the way through Z. And if there's words that change from masculine to feminine by just putting on the E, and they do this in the French language, also stated by the Hebrews that the bat's mitzvah is at the age of 12. So let's call the bat mitzvah Pisces. Pisces, okay, going into Aries. And we're going to call the bar mitzvah. Okay, we're going to call the bar mitzvah Aries. Okay, Aries 13, but it's moving into 14 Taurus. 14 Taurus. So it moves from a 52, okay, over to a 100. There's a difference of 48. Not only is there a difference of, what do you mean? What am I talking about? What do you mean 48? How is Aries and Taurus a difference of 48? So let me go a little bit deeper onto what I do. I don't want to seem like I'm selling you anything, right? I'm not a vacuum salesman. All I'm doing is sharing with you what I believe are the anomalies, what are the mathematical equations and what they match up with, and how they continuously match up. And I just show you the density of what matches up with numbers, right? But before we even get to what matches up, it's the numbers themselves, how each number achieves another number, the mathematics that goes along with it, and who says my math is any good at all? Who says the system I use is any good at all? Okay, well, you're right. What is my credibility? So what? 10,000 videos? Nah. 20,000 videos? Yeah, that's more like it. A few thousand designs? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? The green screen behind me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, are you okay? I gotta go see her. I gotta go see her. All right. Where are we? See, she's under the bed, but we can't see her, eh? You can't see her? You coming out? I can hear ya. You're purring real big there. You don't want to come out? Come on. I know, baby. Come on. Everybody wants to see you, poor kitty. Eh? Poor kitty. Eh? Number 42, the answer to the universe right here. Number 24, reverse. 2442, right? The energy of the cat, the black cat. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about the answer to the universe and why? You want me to explain it to you? Detail by detail? How about even if we explain it with a little bit about unfinished art? Right? Maybe just a little unfinished art. How about the ID? How about the Twin Towers and the new tower where they cut off all the corners? I did this in about 213. They did it in 218. So I'm 5 years ahead of them before they finished the Twin Tower. 104 floors, communication, waterworks, electric company, own 2 properties, 10 to 1,
own one property, 4-1. The 13th and the 12th position, the masculine and the feminine. The 28th and the 29th position, the beginning of the menstrual cycle on number 29 by the birth in Mars. Understanding how everything shifts between the lower and upper houses, between they play in the two different houses, right? In the different pixelites that overlap each other. Hello, Nina. IA, crossing over 28, 14 and 14. The N letter takes up an area space, takes up one singular area space. We can create the N. You notice the watering holes by obligation. London Bridge is falling down. So we're going to get back and sit down by the chair. Just have to try and catch my breath a little bit. I think I'm going to put up a little hot water. So we're going to talk about the cat. How are you, Immortal? How are you? Just give me a minute. I'm going to make some hot water. If anybody has anything to help me breathe again after the cat and this, and let me tell you one thing. Oh my God, if I can tell you about it, listen to this. There's an avatar out here, okay? I know the entire life story of this avatar. And if I told you this life story, I know you've seen it before. I know you've seen it before. You know, I know you've seen it before. My life story, oh my God. If I told you the life story of me and a few people I know in my life, oh my God, I already see it, that it's already been on TV where they jump from character to character for all the highs and lows, and you know, the vibration. And, oh, I like this. I like this, the cosine. What is this? It's weird, the cosine. It's weird that way. The longer the wave, the more it looks like it's just going forward. The other one looks more like that screw. And I know that one. And I seen that today. I seen the singular line, the blade. I'm going to show you where I saw it too. Yeah, I usually jump around. For those who don't know what I do. Okay, and I'm going to get my tea first. Yes, so what I saw today was on a star, on a Jewish star, and it was just a squiggly line like this. And then I remembered that not this king, see the sword? And if you take a look at the sword, you don't think it's a building in his right hand? Does it look like a sword or a building? Right? Looks like a building to me. Trying to see where that card is. Oh, and this one over here. What is this guy doing? Like what's going on here? What's that singular dot? Is that a moon in there? Right? And is that a piano note? Right? What is, or is that like a person bent over to the right and the left? What's that? Is that the letter J? Right? What is that? Is that the J? And what if we mirrored that? What would it look like? Oh, and that cap there, forget, it's not supposed to be like that. The king should be actually like this. Okay? That's the way it should be. Right? So where do I see that? And I think this guy's Amish, you know what I'm saying? I just saw one on the weekend, same look, same, exactly the same. Man, I'm like something I was looking for yesterday that I didn't found. I just found. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I was talking about the zodiac signs. I also didn't finish. Wow, now I don't even remember what I'm looking for. Oh, I like this piece also. Oh, I like this piece also. I think I'm going to talk about all of this piece here. Wow. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to what I do here. I'm going to read all these pieces here, what was up here. I'm going to tell you what I do, and then I'm going to go through the what's in my book before anybody comes up. I definitely have to go through what's in my book, what I spoke about once, but I want to talk about it again. Not everybody has heard it. Does it mean anything? Only you can say what it means. I'm not sure what you do for you what you need as your inquisitive mind or your inquiring mind might like. I don't know what you do, so just want to just look at. Hold on a second. Okay, so here's what it is. Make a long story short, I was always questioning myself, who is this invisible God George Carlin talks about? George Carlin, right? Talks about this invisible God. And I said, what invisible God? I says there's 900 religions out here. Everybody knows the God is not invisible anymore. We can practically see him. Right? He doesn't know if he's going left or right. Of course not, because everybody makes their own choices, right? So your invisible God all of a sudden appears, right? The minute you make your own choice, who are you to make a choice, right? Shouldn't you have a directive? The proton, the electron, the neutron. But this is a 4-2 setup in which the 4 is a parent immediately after 3. But there's a reality that the 3 are the 3 in the center. Both these cards will not play in the game. 63, 36, 360 degrees, 3 by 21 is 63. It is the trinity of the cubic creation. 21 dots on this cube. 6 by 3.5, 3.5, the heart of the cube. 3.5 plus the one that connects to it equals to 4.5 plus hold on a second. It is 3.5 is the heart of what one connects to, but it does not connect to the 3.5. It connects to the lesser 3 and the higher 3. Adding the 1 equals the 3137. Do you follow? There is a pole. There is a pole. We have a ring. We have a ring. You put the ring on the pole. They're separate. The ring goes on the pole. I need some water, and I want to see if my hot water is ready. I have no idea what's in this tea bag. No, that's not the tea I want. No way. Oh, green oat straw? That's okay. Man, I'm going to just take some. Oh, I like this one here. Orange Pico. Like one of my favorites. Okay, so for those who do not know what I do, and you see a lot of color behind me, or you're colorblind, but you see a lot of designs. That's what they are. The idea came from the letter I. It came from the letter I, and when I crossed the I, it became a T. I dotted the I to know that the I is the separation of the window. It's also the connection to the four windows. The I can also be converted and look like the H, although the dimensions of vertical and horizontal will be a little bit different. If you ask me, eventually I will show you. I do not remember and I cannot share everything I'm going to explain at this present moment. You can use the I on every angle. And on every angle, 360 degrees with that dot, what would that be? Your protractor, your compass? I don't know the wording. I never came here to know the wording, but eventually I have to learn about these things if I'm going to explain myself properly. Right now I explain myself like a 10-year-old. This is the way I see it. Well, an experienced 10-year-old. Actually, what's funny about that is after you complete your 60s, remember I said 60s? So like 60 is all of what is, because the 0 is a plural, it's a continuous, it's the end of the beginning, ending at 9, starting at 0, 1. Follow me? Not my reality. Oh yes, immortal, very good. This emoji over here. Like you're all emojis, right? There's no real anything. Like we have to be nice to the emojis. Imagine this is what has to happen. Because these are not what is the real name, but the real name here in social media, right? At the other end of the emoji is a real person pulling the strings. There's a real person, like Immortal, pulling those strings. Every word that comes out is the person behind that. This internet over here, Immortal, you know where he's from? Somehow he's from this outer world planet. That's what I heard, it's from far out of space. We don't know where they're from, right? Because that's why they call it the internet. Inter, terre equaling to fewer French, meaning earth. To inter or to enter, the I and me, the energy, my mind connected, the giving me the capabilities, okay, the acquired ability to think, to have a conscience, to type out, to put an action from my thoughts over to this keyboard. My mouth speaks coherently using the alphabet, sharing with you the words I speak. Do I make any coherent sense, even though I went nowhere with this other than to tell you? This is the medium that we connect with. Where do we begin to learn the balance of all? And with the balance, it will set all our minds straight. Or will it? We start with something that's pretty simple. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now, for all those who speak any language that goes with the alphabet, and it could be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And you know what's funny? Is that in French, they exchange the sound of the I for the E and the E for the I, and that's 5 and 9. And when you pick up the cube, on this side it's, hold on a second, on this side it's 3, 2, 5, and on this side it's 5, 4, 9. And you know what's really cool about that? Is 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 and 6 is 11. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 20 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Is it just with this one? Or is it with all of them? It's with all of them. 224, 223. Now things, 1 between 2 equaling to 3. So if you tell me 224, I will tell you 225, 226, 223, 222, and I will tell you how it connects. I will even show you where you end up. Whether you end up in Leo or the connecting Capricorn of where you're connecting the Earth water sign going through Scorpio and going through Taurus, or going through the vice of Cancer 4 and into Virgo 6, and that would be your water Earth sign. That's where the number 6 comes in. In this direction, we leave the flow going through Cancer and all the way to Virgo. That is a water Earth. And when I turn it this way, the flow goes from Scorpio all the way down to Taurus. Here is an instrument. This is one of the instruments I use. It's a schematic. It's a piece and a part that you use in alternative games just to understand your dimensions and how you work with your dimensions, but you can grow for this. This is the explanation where 1 between 2 equals to 3, and this is a 3 by 3 cubic, but the singularity of the face has a 9 area space. Yes, there's a 0. We'll talk about that another time. All of what is 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, the air sign, 4 and 6. 1 between 2 equals to 3. That means we start with the mutable in creation. 3 and 6 equals to what is 9. You start in the birth. The extra point, the field goal, and now in the NFL, they just brought in the safety, the fixed sign, right? We had 2 mutables, the 6-point touchdown, the 3-point field goal, and the 1-point cardinal Aries sign. But now we have the number 2 Taurus, the safety of the ox, which reminds me how we started. We started with, yes, okay, so, okay. We start with the teacher, 420. Okay, now, when I mentioned this before to you, okay, that the Bats Mitzvah, right, runs from, oh, that's not Pisces, but it runs from Pisces over to Aries, 7 and 8. Why does this happen? When you have the Bats Mitzvah at 12 years old, right? When you have the Bats Mitzvah at 12 years old, 12, it's funny because the word year is just missing the TH, but the communication within what is Y possibly could be the flux capacitor. The reason I use this is it's the Y, it's my 120. I need a design for the 120. Also, in the flux capacitor, it could be something just like they use in the milking industry, right? Where you can plug up one, the 4, right? And then you can take one that takes it away. And that would be your 4 plug for the cows or the goats, right? And I'm looking at the cow jumping over the moon, and I was thinking if they brought the jumper cables with to connect to the goats, you know, the sheep down below. Like for me, this whole thing, I'm using all the words that are shared to us in books, right? And I'm just throwing them into the game. And I'm not really, I'm taking everything out of context. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it into more of a comical way that when you, but it's true. The comical way is if you're talking about certain numbers, I'll have to go to weights and measures. Maybe I'll go to the periodic table. Maybe it's gasoline or it's the speed on the highway. How about the algorithm with the Celsius and Fahrenheit? Like 95, I think Fahrenheit is going to be 35 Celsius. And then 86 Fahrenheit is going to be 30 Celsius. I'm trying not to lose these pages. I don't know why, but maybe I should put this card in there. That. Nine and 5, 14. 1 and 4, 5. 8 and 6, 14. 1 and 4, 5. So here's that pattern between Celsius and Fahrenheit. The thing about this is one of your first trinities. 1 between 2 equals to 3. The reverse alphabet of what C is going to be X24C3. And this 24X, 2 and 4, is what is F6. So these complement them each other, more or less feminine and masculinity, the void within one area space. 95 is 35. The heart of the cube is 3.5. 3.5 complements 75, right? Which is the feminine and the masculine. It's the joining of the constellations. 95 is what is E and I. What is E and I? It's the power within one. It's the connecting of the I'm not sure exactly how it is, whether it's the sun, whether it's the moons, how we're an associate. Okay, hold on a second. Phobos. I'm not sure how to spell that. And Demas. And, oh, yes. Check this out. Hold on a second. Okay, so the Bat Mitzvah happens. 12 years, 156 moons times 1. What is this? 78 times 2. I make everything perfect, just like building a house. Then we try to figure out what the difference is. Is it the separation between the wood? Is it because one of the pieces of wood wasn't hammered down enough? I make these things perfect, like Utopia. Oh, the Tesseract. Somebody brought that up already tonight. Yeah. So this is the tarot cards, right? 78. 52, a regular deck of cards, right? 52 also brings the Tolkien calendars together, the 360-day or 365 and the 260-day calendar to come together at this number over here, right? Why? This number over here fits into this. 13 by 12, right? 13 fits inside of here. 616 equals to 13. 12 by 13 fits into this. The masculine and the feminine fits into this. We finish the first year after 12 years is the feminine at 156. 52 is Earth as well. The other thing about this is this here, over here. This is Rubik's Cube. This is the hexahedron. There are 26 pieces that have every piece. Okay, let me explain it again. Rubik's Cube. There are 9 face cubes on 6 sides, but it has 8 corners and it has 12 edges. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. It absolutely tells its own story. what this does over here, the hypercube, a 13 by 12 hypercube. Yeah, you gotta let me finish it. I can't bring anybody up. I can't be because if I stop speaking, then I won't be able to finish anything. So I gotta complete this first. All right. So what we have over here is we still have the a 12 over here. Okay, so yeah, so that 10-4, right? I'll talk about that too. I'm just going to talk about the 10-4. So if you're playing Monopoly and you have either electric company or waterworks and somebody lands on you, the payout, you roll one dice, right? And you get 4 times that dice. But if you own 2 properties, you get to roll 2 dice and you get 10 times that money they roll with the dice when they land on you. The thing about that is that electric company is on the 12 from go. Waterworks is also, Waterworks is also 12 the other way from go. But guess what? It's 12 and 12 plus go itself equals to 13. Now, if you go the opposite way in Monopoly, all the way to Waterworks, right? It is 28 plus go is 29. 28 is the menstrual cycle ending. 29th is the new cycle or the continuation. That is that reality. That is 10-4. Another thing about 10-4, okay, or 104 noted to be April 1st, the 91st day, except the 92nd day, right? Just like in a leap year, the 29th day, bringing on the birth. Just like electric company and waterworks, we throw 2 dice. How much will it cost on my property? Times 12 equals to 120. 120 is what is, add up, 1 through 15 equals to 120. What is 1 through 15 and why did I say 120? 10-4. Just let me think of this again, why I said 10-4. Half of that is the 52 cards, half of that is 13. So this is what is a multiplication of 8 by 13 for 104. I like to think, what can I compare with this 13 by 8? And I'm going to think about the moon because there's 8 times 1.5 moons equaling to the 12 zodiac signs for the year. The 8 waning moons, I like to call them. The 1.5 is the numeric value of how we connect the letter O, Mars, the 432 vibration. I'm just going to look a little bit deeper where I was with this and why I said this. What was the comment that brought? Oh yes, the 104. Yes, and then I went on to April 1st. April 1st. Okay, is the 91st day, but in a leap year, also noted to be a bisextile, right, is the 92nd day. And when this happens, February, right, 29th, is the beginning or end of that cycle of 1461 days, right? Yeah, you know what's funny? C'est fou. J'étais chez mon neveu, il a acheté des pièces pour les jeunes jouer avec, puis c'était merveilleux pour moi. La seule chose, c'était une chose fixe. J'aimais mieux que si j'ai capable de bouger les... Okay, so where was I with this? Check this out. 13 moon, right? 13 moons pass. 13 ans, 13 moons. 13 fois 13, 169. 13 plus 13, 26. Right? 9 and I'm just trying to look at some 26. Okay, 26 is the dog. The cat is number 24, the dog and the cat. AZXC. Everything reverses right here with the cat, with the feminine, although the encompassment of everything is through the dog, A through Z. Why? The 26. 13 and 13 creates the 26. It's all A through Z, the split house, but nothing comes together until you reach the cat, the feminine, that connects everything together. This is 180 base. This is 195. I have to think of that 195, which is ironic. 195 right over here encompasses everything. 39, the angels. The angels, A, E, and I. 19, okay, is a combination of Capricorn and Sagittarius. The 0.5, which is noted to be, where would I put the 0.5? Do I go straight to Leo? Is it because Aries is split? It's because of the E world, the house is split. In order to connect the house, hydroelectric waterworks, who are we? What kind of machines are we? Hold on a second. I'm going to get my hot water. This machine needs some liquid. This machine needs some good, solid, meaty food. And the meat can be just an apple, because I would love to have an apple right now. Oh my God. Oh, a good fruit right now. Oh, listen to my dreams. Tell me I'm thinking wrong. It's the late 1700s, and I'm in the orchard, and there's the garden down the street, and it's garden season, and I just wanted to eat, I just want to eat all those garden vegetables and fruits. And I said, you know what? I went down there, and they said, looking for help, and I said, I'm here. And they said, we can't pay you much, just a little food and have a good time, but only after work. And I says, that's it. I'll work all week for you. Because the only good time I want to have is when I'm sitting down and chuckling with you guys and eating some good old vegetables right out of that garden, fresh old vegetables, hand planted, hand touched with love, right from your fingertips. You plant it in the ground with the knowledge, knowing that when you do that, you're sending your energy right into the seed. Is it a fantasy? Watch the numbers. If you go onto the YouTube channel, Mr. Tackpans, search me out, see where I was 20 years ago, have a laugh, right? See what went on, if it makes any sense to you, or maybe ask one of your ChatGPT buddies to listen to a few hundred videos and give you a resume of what's going on in this Mr. Tackpans avatar's life. So I'm just using the information I use has already been documented. I'll study something from Einstein, and then I'll talk about its algorithm or its numbers, or I won't look at it at all, because I'll look at a piece of it, and what happens is they create situations in order for it to fall this way, right? Because they need to, if you're building or whatever, I don't know any of these things, so I can't go into it unless I can pick out pieces. I don't know any of that big math. I have to create my own stuff. And I use games to understand how to move things around. Hockey, baseball, football, soccer, darts, Monopoly, all the games, they tell me different stories that we're running by. So this is a game for me on this channel that I run. It's all about a game. I'm looking for someone who's interested in putting this together. Maybe we can bring it to Roblox. And although it's going to be real, it's going to be absolutely real, because it's only going to be talking about the algorithms, the non-disputable mathematical truth of movement, and you're going to have to make some of your choices that way. But there's going to be a learning curve, a short learning curve. It's going to be pretty simple. You work yourself up. The game is going to be learn friendly. I'm not sure which way to go about doing this. I'd have to be working with somebody to explain how everything works. Like, one of the things is to first learn about like to go over, if I can work with some good numerologists and tarot readers, I can explain to them my vision and understanding of numerics, their numeric association. UC6, right? That's the highest. If you see 12, I got 2 cubes. If I got 2 cubes, I got 12 sides. But if these cubes weren't singular and they were Rubik's cubes, I would have 52 of them. Plus, I would have 2 controllers in 52. In 104, I'd have 4 controllers in 104. Let me see. No. Yes. Yes. In 104, I have 4 controllers. All right. So it'll be 104 plus 4. You know what's funny? It's 4 control 6 centers. Okay, I'm going to get my water. I'm going to come on back. Okay, so we got to keep it on topic. We got to keep it serious. All right, I'm going to come back. I have a few more things to talk about, but this has all got to be serious. No interrupting anybody else that's on. And what's up? I'm just going to get my coffee. How you doing?
Take your time, Tack. You're good. No rush. Remember, haste makes waste. We don't waste. Also, haste makes for mistakes. So we don't do that either. Haste makes for mistakes. Come on, that even rhymes. Let's go. I love you, Tack. You take your time, bro. Don't be to put yourself in any spot.
Just give me a second.
Yep. You got
Just
all the
give me
time.
a second. I'm just looking for something behind here. Oh, I got it. I was looking for these. In French, they call it aqueduct. It sounds like
I love that. Aqueduct.
and look at it, 75. You know what that is? Electric company.
Hyposcue, they say.
So hold on a second. Let me see. Yes. So this is electric company, right? When it shows this, it's really not electric company, right? And when it says Hippotech, what does that look like to you?
Hypocrite.
It looks like
A
hippopotamus.
hypocrite. A damn hypocrite.
Hippopotamus, right?
Hypo.
Yeah, and it's also hydro, hypo, whatever
Yeah.
you want. So
Hypo is a cube, like a hypercube.
okay, so because it's the 16th letter, I hate my computer. The screen shuts off. I need
It's
that
okay,
light
brother.
in front.
Just
Why
don't worry
won't
about
the
it.
screen
Don't
stay
worry.
on? Why is my screen keep shutting
It's
off?
slow. It's because everything's going off and on. They're trying to cause confusion
Okay,
because they don't want
display
us to catch
settings.
up.
Hold on. I need to change my display settings.
Okay, just take your time, brother. There's no rush. We have all the time in the world. They're the ones that are on a time frame. That's why they try to get us to rush, but we will not. It's good. You have burps.
We're
That means
actually
still.
we're
You're
actually
coming
both
still.
on a scale
That's
right
good.
now.
Remember, in a still, it's good to let all the air out so that you have no pressure and you can keep going. Very important. That's why I'm always talking about it. And you're doing awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
100.
Because of listen, the only thing I'd like to say is I like to be the orchestra. I'm in an orchestra right now, right?
Ooh.
And I don't want to say that I'm the one in control, but I'm the one in control on this page.
I got it. I'm with you, brother. Architect or a conductor?
Whichever.
I
Just give me a
think that
second.
you
This
are
is
both.
screen time.
I would say both.
How do I say keep my light on my screen? How do I say that? Hold on.
Certainly.
My screen keeps blanking out on my Dell screen monitor. How do I keep it lit all the time? I have a Windows. I think it's Windows 11.
Very good, brother.
So listen, A, B, C, D is equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that equals to 10, right? And
Yes,
now if
sir.
you add on 5 and 6, which is E
and
and
F.
F, you equal to 11, and that creates Windows 11. Window 10, Window 11. What was the ring, okay,
Yes.
is now the pole.
We still have a G after that.
Do you know why it's the ring and the pole?
Ring in a pole.
I'm going to show you why.
It's the little dingly thing in the back of your throat.
This is the reason it's the ring and the pole.
tonsil.
The reason it's the ring and the pole is anytime you have 4 and 2, 6, and you have a cube, you have 4 around the ring and 2 to the pole. There's many ways. You know, it's right behind you, so you know, right? And now the question is, what is it doing? Is it sitting this way, 3 sides? Is it 4, or is it 6 sides, which is 4 and 2? Your 3 sides, 3 reverse 3, when you mention 3, or when you sit it like this, it's going to automatically be 4 and 2. So it's 2, 3, 4. So what you have is 1, 3, 5, and in between that is 3, where you rotate between 2 and 4, the answer to the universe, splitting up what is 6 and 8. And that's what these cubes are all about. They're inside the ocean. They are cells.
Yes, sir.
There's no denying what I have just said. That's the reality. Would you like me to move on and explain it? Even in French, the word mother is mer. The word mer is ocean. The letter M is the 13th letter. For the 13 moons that run with the Sumerian calendar in the Tzolk'in calendar, matching the 360 plus the 5.25 days and the 365 days point. Is it 365 or 365.25, which is 73
Well, 13 is one of 3. One of 3 moons.
The 365-day calendar
is wrong. There you go, brother.
Do you know it?
Well, it would be 28 times 12.
No, irrelevant.
Or 28 times 13. That's it. 28 times 13. Take your time, Tack. Don't be breathe. You have to breathe, brother. It's 364, brother. It's 1 day less. 1%. Take your time, brother. You're good. Make sure you're breathing in and out, nice and slow. Don't count yourself. Don't let anybody count you. Nice and your own pace, brother. Nice and slow.
No, it's not a joke. I don't do this for jokes.
You're doing great. Let your shoulders fall and just be relaxed.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
Is it your brain?
Your heart? I have things in my head. There's a lot of things going on in the world. There's a lot of things.
I
Yes,
see my
sir.
tarot cards everywhere telling me 100 stories on my desk right now. I just
Well,
have to
you have to
classify
block
everything.
yourself off from that.
Yeah, so don't say anything for a minute. Just 1 minute, please. Just until I clean up. Everything's being assembled right now. Everything's being placed in order. 3.5 years before it has to close down. 3.5 years, the memory ends in less than 2, starting next week. Everything is closing down. There's no place anymore. No more storage. If it doesn't go into Bitcoin, they won't have any place to put it. The machines have all run out of storage. They're only allowed so much area space.
No more RAM.
When I say money burns by the Lord of the Rings, that's no joke. If you understand the riddle that goes along with it.
Starting next week, you said?
Starting in 11 days.
Okay, sir.
And guess what? It's only starting in 11 days by algorithm, which means everything I say can go to the garbage. You know what I'm saying? But the algorithm
Yes, sir.
is 100% true. Not me, the algorithm. What's going to happen, what it's going to be, what it means, it's just what it is. The algorithm shows that there's no more space, period. That's it, no more space. It's this game that I created, right? There's a certain algorithm. How did I figure out that for this game? Well, first of all games have to have an ending. When you play Mario Bros, you meet that big dinosaur at the end. You got to clobber him a few times before he falls down. He comes at you. You look at the thing. You jig around, right? So we're coming to that time. This cube here, and not just this cube, the feminine. Listen, I got some designs, not for everything, but for a lot of things. And guess what? I can explain every design, and guess what? Absolutely free. Absolutely free. Now and forever. The only one that might make you pay is the provider. The only thing that might cost you is maybe to get something in your house, like one of those little wallets that you can pull out this information, plug it into another machine that you don't have to go online, so you can run your own algorithms with inside the system that I share with you. Not from me, but from Saturn Square, from all the magic squares and what they all say: Rotas, Sator, Tenet, Opera. 10, 19, 28, 37, 46, 55, 64, 73, 82, 91. That's what it says. All surrounded by 555 and 555. Everything runs by the fives of the Sumerians. Did you know that if you took 260 and shoved it inside a 360, you would have a 5-5 gap, which makes up the 360 days, but running it by a 260-day cycle inside 360 degrees?
Hey, Tress, you down there, you shut up, bro. I'll pop your brain if you say another thing. Go away. Go away. Or I will put you down, sir. I'll bury you with a tractor. And the police will help. They'll provide a perimeter. I am a marshal. Fuck off.
Oh, who are you talking to?
Tress down in the damn comments that told you, was talking and saying that you're a fool and all this shit, and trying to say I'm a fool and trying to say I'm a liar. I will bury him.
Well, no, I think Tress is just joking around with you.
Well, he better not ever again.
No, I think he's talking about someone else. I don't think he's talking
He better
about...
shut up.
He's not talking about you.
I'm tired of him. He has insulted me many times. And
Oh, he's
other
talking
people.
about you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do that on the
He is an
channel.
insult to the Federation.
No, don't, no goofing around here. I'm not feeling good, so hold on. I want to tell everybody something. I want to ask you guys all something, and I'm not looking for an answer. I'm going to answer myself.
Now he just says he's a googly-eyed goof.
It's okay. Please do not talk about what's in the comments unless it's
Okay,
something
sir.
that needs to be
I will.
understood in numbers, because it's all irrelevant, because
I
that's not
got you.
why we're up here.
I'll
Okay.
send the anonymous.
There's only one thing up here. There's only one thing. There's only
Okay,
one
yeah,
thing.
I got you,
And
brother.
that's
It's
it.
good. Yes, sir. I'm with you.
There's only one purpose for me.
10-4.
I need to learn from everybody.
You
And
might
what do
not.
I learn? I learn when I listen to others' questions. I don't learn from rhetoric, and I do learn from rhetoric. I learn from the stupidity, from the
I
goodness,
got you,
from
brother.
the
You're an
evil.
architect, but I am also I'm community security, and I take care of my job. I do my work all the time, and I walk people across the bridge because I am the angel of death and the protector of humanities.
Right. I've seen your work, but can I tell you something? Regardless of who we are, I am no one but other than what I share with all that think and perceive to what they see, that whether it's relevant or not, logical or not, they will distinguish on their own and judge by themselves for what they find on this page. I am only here to serve of what I know and to share all that is, and to take a humble, peaceful transition between everybody, and not to look at anybody any different. I cannot do this. This is not the right way to go. If you have to go that way, then the orbs are going to be dark over your house, which means you will not see them.
Oh no, I don't have to do anything, sir. I also am. I take orders from high, and I don't question my superiors. Chris still thinks he comes from a different planet.
I think that is absolutely the truth. We do never. Did you hear there? You see, here's an incoherent statement in which is absolutely true, and it will always be true forever and ever. We only listen to the higher up. So let me ponder and look upon myself and reflect in my own judgment. Before I speak, let me verberate within myself, to the left, to the lesser, and to the more, to the power of the Christ within myself, from the bottom of my heart, which is in my anus, the rising sun, up to my elemental eyes, to the left and the right hemisphere. Are there any questions? Are there any serious questions on here? We have to do something. We have to do something. So this is what we're going to do. You gave me an ideal there, Immortal. And you start with power. Your name starts with power, right? The power of the mother, the power of the ocean. So your mind is always going to be sometimes vague, sometimes wavy, but very strong. Your information I know is strong, and I have a very hard time understanding you, but I see your works, and I can vision it in my head. You know, I can see the what is that? It's like a silver light. You know, I close my eyes just a little bit, and I can see that silver light sparkling with different designs on it. Not right now. I'm not connected there right now. But hold on, I was going to do something here. Let me fix this. Wow, I don't even know where this is. Okay, so you got 1 minute. Speak your piece, there, buddy. How
Who,
you
me?
doing?
What, me? Or I was talking to this guy, not you. I love you, man. This guy, this immortal guy's a homo, and he's a stalker. And he has a fake show. I made the gateway and I flipped to the other side. So wherever you're going to kill me, you're going to get killed there. And you already did it to yourself. So, ha. That's all I have to say about that. Love you, Mark. Mac, talk to you later. I'm leaving.
He's confused. It's called. He has a spiritual psychosis. His brain got swollen a little bit because he flexed it too hard, and now he has a brain cramp. Oh well.
Yeah, I had to just drop you down for a minute. Too many negative remarks. If people come up to this channel, they're gonna think it's like every other channel. I don't want it to be that way. If you want to come up and you have some serious questions, I talk about the alphabet. If you want to understand what's behind me, I'll explain it to you. Took me 20 years to get here, okay? And for me, it is what it is. It's just that reality. It's a mathematical art, right? It's the Picasso of the calendar, if you want to call it the Picasso of the alphabet, the Picasso of whatever you want to give it. Someone give it a name, right? This like the head of the, I don't remember what it is. Okay, I'm going to get another water because this one is terrible. Like, what was I thinking? 2 bags of orange pico. Wow, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah, I can't, when my heart is heavy, when I'm when I'm having my visions, when I'm, not really visions, but when I'm connecting all the numbers and I'm seeing the tree growing and I'm sharing, I'm not here to fool around. I want, you know what, it's fun to have fun, and I do have fun. You know, I'm sorry for putting you down. This is not the way I work. You know what, I had a discussion with one of my friends. He says, oh, now you sound like you're controlling everything. I'm at a studio right now. We're in a studio. This is a game. If someone's interested in creating a game with me, I can explain how this game works. The basis of this game is like this. I basically learned and understand the real basic lowdown of numbers. How to get to 13, how to get to 14, what happens when I'm at 68, certain divisions, what they say. There's still more understanding in this. I believe that I would know more if I had a system that I can talk to, that it can throw back at me, and we can just have a discussion of what I have already learned. Right? And also, to add to this, there is flagrant information out there, but it does have a backing, and the backing is the algorithm of millions of people over years, and that's your life path. So we can use some of that. We can also use what are the master numbers, where do we find them, and who discovered these master numbers, why are they the master numbers, right? Is it because of the zodiac signs, the 88 zodiac signs, 8 by 11, or is it 11 by 8? So where is this 8? Is it the 8 corners? Or is it the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which 8 is it? 8 is like 6. Do you know why? On one side, it's 6. On the other side, it's 8. So what happened to 7? 7's right over here. On one side, it's 5 and 3, 8. On the other side, it's 4 and 2, 6. On one side, it's 5 and 1, 6. On the other side, it's 2 and 6, 8. The only thing that goes in between is that 7 over here. The thing about 6, 7, and 8, I'm gonna go get my water. I'm just I feel like I'm having like yeah, I gotta Okay, let's see where I was. I just completely lost my spot, but I'm going to try and find it in a minute. Let me just see what's going on here in the comments so I can how can I read these comments? By putting what? How do I see the comments better? Okay. Yes, 10, 7, 17, 8. Which reminds me, you know, somebody had on their channel Yud Hey, and you look at the hay part, and it actually looks like a Chet. So I don't know why they mark Yud Chet, you know, or Yud Tav. Okay. Wow, I really hurt my throat. Okay. Yeah, just give me a minute. I think I'm gonna put some honey in it. It tastes like nothing. Let me get rid of this one. Wow, that threw my whole like thing log like all over the place. Okay, I want to go back to where I was an hour ago, or should I finish with this? I don't even know where I am. Right, this matches the Tzolk'in calendar of 260. Right, going from here up to here, down to here is 13 areas. It goes like this: 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1. 5 is E, 7 is G, 5G, 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 575, 575, connected by 6 and 6, and 6 and 6. 6 connects 5 with 7, and connects 7 with 5 through 6. When 6 comes together, they join with 8. And that's where these cubes come in. And tell the same story. Sorry. Yeah. Just trying to catch my breath. No, I'm just not. So, anyways, right now, let's just finish with this. So, the Bat's Mitzvah and the Bar Mitzvah are 12 and 13. Here's the 12: 6 here, 6 here, or 6 here, and 6 here. The reflections. But it's within the 88 constellations. Now this, okay, if I look a little bit deeper, I don't remember what I called this design, right? But I created one that just repeats itself all the time. I can probably do that again. Let me see something. Hold on a sec. Yes, sorry about that. Not very fast tonight. Oh, yes. I made a mistake the other day. I said it was the 276th day today. That's next week. That's October 3rd. 103 JC 52 and 51. Mars and Earth. The King and the Queen. 41 for the King. 41 for home. 6 times 5. 6 plus 5. 11 and 30 equals to 41 AD. The Queen is 62. The reverse cube of Mars is the Queen. Queen is 8, Mars is 6. The Earth is 7. Man is 6 and 1. One pole connect. Only one side, awake and asleep. The H and the high birth. The high bear Nate. Born to 3 parts of 3 parts of what is 3 parts of 4 parts. So what I mentioned before when I mentioned hibernate is that the H and an I come in right away, and this is about game science and the algorithms of life, and they use the 12 for our birthday for the 12 months. They use the 9 for our birth. The 12th and the 9th letter, when you look at a ruler, it says lily, 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 lily. And that's like for Lilith. It's ironic. It's ironic that the 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals to 12 and 8, 20. If you minus it, it's 4. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all water signs. What creates it? Earth, Earth. When they put it together on this cube, Yeah, sorry. I'm just I something's wrong.
Have you ate today, teacher?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. Can you just call me my name, please? I don't like teacher, please.
Yes, Mr. Tack, I sure can.
Thanks. Or just the one, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. I ate. It's the food is. I don't know if it's my stomach. I'm sweating. So just let me go on with the. Yeah, because I'm just sharing information, and if you're learning, then thank you for using that. But I'm not really teaching other than you grabbing what you need for your own achievement.
Whatever I can give, I'll give you.
What is that?
I'm if you I have those tarot cards things too. If you needed some information on those as well, I can give that to you. Whatever you need, I can give.
Oh, I'm just like trying to stick like I want to go like what mainstream. I'm trying to. I want a time clock. I'm gonna check. I want to check my blood pressure, time clock, or my heart rate.
Does your phone have one of those things that reads your finger?
Not normal. But the food does this to me. And I've been having a hard time eating. Oh my God. Wow, I'm feeling better. Oh my
Sometimes
God.
that's good, good, good. Thank you. I'm glad.
Oh my God, thank you. Because and I'm going through a ton of stuff this month. Terrible. Just terrible.
I wish I could help.
Just terrible. Just terrible. I know it's all gonna work out, but however it works out, I don't know.
Sometimes that's the beauty of things, ain't it?
Anyways, this thing is uploading.
You
So,
want to carry on?
anyways, the Rubik's Cube, okay, is a 13 by 12 rotational cube. What it means is every single one of these squares are hexagons. Every hexagon can turn into a cube. Therefore, Rubik's Cube is made up of 26 cubes. Is everybody with me right now? Rubik's Cube is, oh, you know what?
What is?
So, Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube is 156 bases a Rubik's Cube. When you look at this piece here, there are 4 pieces. Each piece is equal to 6. 24. The basic spindle on 2 poles equals to 24. There are 3 levels, 24, 24, 24. 72 hours. And you flip it. You can run another 72 hours, but it costs you a day every time you flip it or move it.
Can you eat a spoonful of honey?
A spoonful of honey you think will help?
Yes, it's an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. It'll help. It helps soothe the digestive tract too as well.
I knew after I ate tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
I knew after I ate tonight, right away, even while I was eating, I felt it. What to eat, what not to eat, the stress in the room. And you can't do that. You cannot.
No, sir. I saw that stress. I saw it hit you. I was sitting down there in the comments.
How did you even find this one? Oh, it was all in good company. All in good company. Just slightly over 8.
Well, hopefully the honey will help. Get you back motivated. And if you need to rest, then well, we can always wait till tomorrow, and you can have your rest because you deserve it. Or wait till the next day, whichever day you decide to do it.
Okay. So about an hour ago, before I broke anybody's time off, I was talking about the feminine, the masculine. Now, do not think about the feminine and the masculine as human beings, nor think of them as animals. Right now, I want to focus on more plumbing, electricity, computer components, computer parts, feminine and masculine, connecting a telephone line, right? How things connect. We can include our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, our hands.
In my spiritual track, that's something that I did with my feminine and masculine, is I first had to understand my feminine to understand my masculine.
Rotation of 4, rotation of 6. This is also rotation of, I'm not sure if I can call it 313. This one over here will create the window. This one will create a 2x2, 4, 2x2x2, 8, 3x3x3, 27 and 8, 35, the brother. Wow, this is just unbelievable.
They should take a break. Relax for the evening. There's a lot of energies going on today. What did you have to eat today, Mr. Tack? What did you eat?
What's that?
What did you eat today that got your stomach upset? What was dinner?
Don't know, man. But not only is my stomach upset, now my head hurts, my heart hurts. I'm like falling down here.
It's time to relax, Mr. Tack.
No.
Okay.
I just want to finish this one piece. The bar mitzvah, the bat mitzvah. The 12 zodiac sign Pisces begins at 10 o'clock at night, ends at 12 o'clock. Capricorn begins at midnight. Pisces. Wow, that's completely wrong. Completely wrong. Hello, wake up. Capricorn begins at midnight, ends at 2. After Capricorn is Aquarius, ends at 4. And then Pisces begins at 4, ends at 6. This is when the chicken comes to the door, the rooster. Pisces 12 moves into Aries, and then that is the feminine, and then the masculine moves from 13 into the 14. Now the question is that true or not? Because what happens between 13 and 14, we end the first 13 over here, the 14 is over here, the 12 is over here. All of a sudden I put the 14 as an equal to the 1, although it's now an even. Falling apart. Just give me a minute. I gotta do something. Just give me a minute.
Do your thing, Mr. Tack.
Oh, fuck. I gotta do something.
Mana helps too.
Thank you for everybody for waiting around. Feminine and the masculine.
We can also look to zodiacs for feminine and masculine as well.
Just give me a minute. I can't. I'm trying real hard. Trying real hard. Okay. So Rubik's Cube is made up of 26 pieces. There's one centerpiece. And I'm going to tell you one thing, it was Bugs Bunny. Right? Something with the carrots tonight. I know that for sure. For sure. Right away, communication has been broken. We knew this yesterday. Day 267 to do days 276. What this does in numerology, okay, I don't know. What this tells me in my world of numbers, I do know. I just tell you the association, and I mentioned it, the king and the queen, Mars and Earth. When Mars and Earth are associated, the king and the queen, they're talking about JC, they're talking about the power, the energy, they're talking about the oceans, talking about the sun and the moon, Jesus Christ. These are all these associations. This is what happened today, and will continue until the third day. And then the next day will be what is the last week when the child is born. Communication day, just like what is February 29th, is April 1st in a leap year, is the 273rd day, which is the 9th month, the 29th day in a leap year. And then we come out to the power station, which in a leap year is October 3rd, but out of a leap year is October 4th for 3 years. So the creation comes on the 4th, although the connection to the creation, which would be the Christ element, comes on the 3rd. 103, 104, 105, 345. Association Leo. It can go 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, or it can go 8, 9, 1, 2. When you take the penny off the sorry. I wonder if this is going to help me. I don't know. I don't need nitro, but I feel I do when I take it. Is it bad? I feel I need nitro, but I'm not sure. So if I take it, is it bad? I have a heart problem when I take nitro. I'm never sure if I should be taking the nitro. I'm never sure when it's bad enough. Okay. I don't know if I can finish this. I don't know if I can go to bed.
Do you have somebody close by?
You ever see this design?
Yeah.
The sailboat, the cap of Jack. One of the things about this, I got a terrible situation on my hand with what I got close by, so. You know, my situation doesn't let me go to the hospital, except I might have to. I just have to see this one thing here. It's the food. I'm just hoping it's the food. That's what I said last time.
Does a warm shower help you relax?
Oh my God. I'm sweating like when I had the. Yeah, so anyways, just let me just tell you this. Rubik's Cube, the feminine and the masculine go in it. The tarot cards fit in it. The deck of cards fit in it. 3 suits of 13 cards fit in it for 39. The 26 letters in the alphabet fit in. The 26 Tzolk'in fits into the 360 and it squirms around inside of it, making it into the 360 degrees. It's 2 mothers, right? And then we come into the house. How you doing, Phantasm?
Yeah, I think somebody's attacking you, brother.
I agree.
Knowledge is something that you got to be careful. Because once you have it, it's like you can't control it. Sleepless nights and a lot
Oh,
of
I've been
things.
sleeping good. This is
There was some gentleman in
That
here.
that started doing to happening to me when I started like awakening, they call it. It was like headaches, heart attacks, and then it was just yeah, I know. I know, bro.
the teacher enters here. The teacher exits here, and you're encompassed between 21 and 1. You go from 4 over to 20. Do you know why?
20.
It's the 20th. I have no strength.
Please
Yeah, you
read.
gotta be careful, man.
And you know what's funny? Is I feel the food is heavy inside of me, like it's attacking me. Like somebody, like poison.
Hmm.
Just give me a
That,
second.
oh no, that happened to me, bro. It's just,
I'm looking through the chat right now.
dude, that when I got mine, I I feel like my stomach was burning,
Yeah, there's people
and
in
I
here.
was like passing away, bro. And then I just
Now there's people
yeah
in here.
yeah, bro.
I mean, there's some heavy hitters in here.
Yep. That's why I got in.
That's
He
why.
has
That's
a
what.
lot of
I
knowledge.
feel the indigestion. I feel it deep.
Have you tried taking a shower, like
That's what.
on the bathtub, or just staying on the water?
I
Mm.
there's just
Yeah.
so many algorithms. Do you know what I've done over 20 years? Do you know from 4th? Do you know from 4th over to 20th when they say 420, they call the house in French 420. They say communication is 420. 4 times 2 4 plus 2. 4 times 2 4 plus 2 is 8 and 6. It divides the 7th gate. It is the higher and lower realm. When they said in Hitchhiker's 88 Guide to the Universe, yes, that is the number. 84 is also what is 3 by 28, what is 4 by 21.
Damn, bro.
84 Uranus cycles that we run. The 7 by 31 days, the 4 by 20, the 4 by 30 days, and the 1 month of Valentine's, and the 217 days and 7 months of 31 days.
This is no bueno.
Yeah, I know how it works.
21.7. Do you know what 21.7? It is the cube. It is the gateway to the cube. It is 714. It is not for no reason chosen at all that we have the 7-day algorithm of 142857. Take any number and divide it by 7 other than equaling to the perfect number. It will equal to 142857 in one of the orders or disorders of the same number, and you will see that it does not include 3, 6, or 9, and nothing is by my decision. It is all built inside the numbers themselves. Let the numbers speak. If you have the question, I will try my best to explain what I best can put together for your better understanding, in which it doesn't look like it's some hocus pocus. And remember, I cannot tell you a story about it other than where it comes from. Where is 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28? Where are they? Do you want to see them pop out from somewhere? Maybe 74. Where does 666 go? What is 222? What is 71, 111?
Oh, that's my number right there.
Christmas.
666, man. Yeah, that's a lot of knowledge right there, man.
Do you know the magic of 3? 3 times 1
It's
is
nine.
3. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 divided by 3 is 0.333.
4 divided by 3 is 1, 3, 3, 3, and 7 divided by 3 is 2, 3, 3, 3. 7 by 3 is 21, 2 and 1 is 3. 4 by 3 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 1 by 3 is 3, and the 741 rotation in which we run our 12-month calendar is 741, 147, the vibration in which we run this cycle of the sun and the moon. It is a 616 cycle, and it can also be found in alternative games as well, because all you have to understand is how the games are built, and then we can look for them. In fact, we are what is noted to be the orphan children. We are the orphan children. Tesla, the power of 3, 6, and 9 is understanding that you can only use 6 of 9, and it's how you use them in connecting 3 and 3 for 6 and leaving 3 out, or 3 and 3 for 6 and leaving 3 out. How do you want to connect them? Different ways to connect and understand the rotations and connection amongst the numbers.
Yo, brother.
It's time. He
Oh, that's not good. I've been there, and it's
No, I'm looking at some things. I'm looking at numbers.
no. No, it's not about him. I hope he's.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what you said.
Yeah, man. The body can't hold that knowledge, bro.
It's not the knowledge, it's the other one.
Well, who knows, man? But it's.
No, there's oh. Let me just relax.
Who holds the knowledge? Who holds the truth? Who knows what it is to put a little brick and mortar on the wall and call it the teacher? Who knows how it moves between what is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, other than what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The rotation between the force, the rotation. Oh, excuse me, just give me a minute.
Yo, you want to know something forbidden?
Please.
Yeah.
Yes, you can tell me. Yes.
So I had a friend that went to Mexico. He got like a shaman knife, and he got possessed with all this knowledge too, bro. But he was getting like his body was mutating.
You know what? If I had $20, I'd take a taxi to the hospital and just get out of here. I don't even want to do that.
Hold on. Is that you?
Yes, it's me typing. My apology.
It's okay.
I don't even know where my bank card is or whatever. Oh my God. You sleeping?
Up or asleep? I'm gonna be 62 next week. We have 2 more years. We have 2 more years to learn. This is a game, and in this game, what happens is it's a game of opposites, and we understand all the opposites. They're not letting me talk. Anyways, when you gain the power of the orb, you melt the bergs, you melt the icebergs. This is what's happening right now. Our intelligence is on the rise. We're awakening. Not by chance, 20 years ago, I knew nothing. I knew nothing of the spirit worlds and the hocus pocus of this god or that god. But now I know one thing. There is an algorithm running on this planet that is unstoppable. Split house of Abraham, running right over here, Ishmael, double nickel. Corner is Mars. It's the monopoly, but here you join 4 boards for Mars, or Mars comes out over here. The center with these 4, or just this one here. Okay, so let me get back to one more thing. I think I'm gonna be okay for a little bit now. I can't go to bed. Oh, 1:33. I know that time. I can't get excited either. I get excited, I can't breathe. I don't know which way to go. So let me find this one last piece, and I cannot shut it down. I'm now having a little anxiety. I might jump into the shower, but I'm going to ask you to take a look at this. Study this board if you want. Who else wanted to come up? Anybody else want to come up? Yeah, we're going to bring one more up here, that's for sure. I'm going to take a 5-minute shower. If I don't come out, then I'll be back.
How's it going?
So you guys have talk a bit. I'm going to take a shower.
Okay. I was looking at something similar to this the other day, and I thought that it was strange that the dot patterns were like different, right? Like it's like 1, 2 in some places, but then like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in other places, and like 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like it's like it almost seems like things are missing, but it just like confuses me to see the symbology not in the correct pattern or something.
Look at it as Morse code.
The one that I was referencing was the one with the the one with the circle inside the other circle with the domino looking thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one specifically looks strange, like in the pattern. Like it's almost like it's missing things.
The viewers are dropping as we speak. A lot of it, like I mean, a lot of it can be considered almost like I said, like I was talking about, like Morse code.
Yeah,
You can actually give like a
just it just looks incomplete. That's all. Just the
Yeah.
patterns look incomplete.
which, like, if we were to look at Morse code, which would also look weird to us, like the same way.
Yeah.
Like, which letters those could be, what it could be saying, possibly. Dots, dashes, and long holds.
But if it's meant to be a cyclical pattern, is my point.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, good call on that.
I think the same thing is with the Occam stones. A lot of people believe it's like they're vertical or whatever, but to me, it makes more sense for them to be horizontal with the carats on on the opposite sides, and the horizontal line being the space, right? It just like makes way more sense that way than to read it vertically.
That does make more sense. With the like an X pattern, I guess.
So the perspective that people are analyzing things is actually can create a long-standing confusion. Is my point.
I do see that. Yeah, because I was looking when we first started working. Well, he still first started working on this, and it was I was showing him the work I had done with the number 142857, because I had that code for like 2 days, and
Which one is that? Is that one of the divisions?
the 142857 is an ancient code that was found that's carved inside the pyramids.
What is it? 142857.
Yes. It's a cyclic number that if you no matter what, all the way up until the number 7, if you times it by 1 through 6, it's literally all the same digits. They just change configuration. But as soon as you hit 7, it goes to 99999. And I was working on this code, and I had it for like 2 days, and I broke it down a completely different way, and I found the 3, 6, and 9 in it, and then I also found other numbers other than the numbers like 27 and so on and so forth, which it also comes up to the number of Horus, which is 81.
So I was looking at ChatGPT and it said, hold on a second.
Mhm.
You multiply it by 7, it's 999,999.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By seven, it comes up to 6 nines. Yeah, and not like not like an extra 9 or anything like that. It's the exact same amount of numbers or same amount of digits as 142857, which 142857 is 6 digits, so it comes up to more exactly 6 digits. As you can see up there, with the one that looks like the face, like with the 2 dots in a square mouth. You know what I'm saying? At the very top, right there where the 1 is for the 91.
And yeah, that's yep.
Then I also took I took this that same number about 3 weeks ago, and I started to divide it by these the radiuses of a circle, like 360, or the not radius, but like the configuration or the my brain's going to put going around the circle, like started at 45, then doubled it to 90, then doubled it to 360, so on and so forth, and kept going and kept giving and kept adding by 180 degrees all the way down to 440, 1440, and then took all those integers and divided them by pi.
Oh, it's the relationship between the 1 and the 7 that's creating it. That makes sense. Um, so if you think about it in the bowling pin configuration, that's that's 2 of the corners, right? The first pin is the 1, right?
Yes, first pin would be the first.
And then the 710 is which one is the 7? Is it on the left or the right?
The 7 would be, it's going to go from left to right. So it'd be 1, 2, 1, 2.
I think the 7 then would be on the left, right?
It would be on the, well, if we do it in a zigzag pattern, yes, it would be on the.
And the 10 comes back to just 1. It was basically, but it's
Right.
it's the opposite end of it.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's a triangle at that point within the 10.
Right. It's actually, yeah, it would be a perfect.
And the triangle's a part of the circle, right? Well, in a way, that rounded out, but
Yes, I mean, it definitely can fit inside. It can fit. The circle can fit in an exact triangle. You know what I mean? By equal on each side. It wouldn't be like a isosceles triangle or nothing like that. It'd be an exact triangle. Like all the triangles if we were calling these characters.
I think the 10 pin configuration is really important for a lot of these or the solutions here.
Should we look above it, like from down on top of it, or should we look from
It's
this side?
like where the 5 is even in it. You go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the rows, right?
So
And
you're
then the third
spiral.
row, the 5 is the middle of the third row. It's
So
similar
Fibonacci-
to the
So will
to
we
the way
Fibonacci
it
out?
is centered in the 9, right?
Should we Fibonacci out from the head pin, or from the center?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is maybe a vertical expansion or something along those lines might be the case.
That makes sense. Yeah, I caught that as soon as you were saying. It like hit me, like smacked me in the face, like smacked me in the
Yeah,
face.
I got a what's it called? Goosebumps, which is like the discovery dopamine hit that I get.
Yes, sir. That the good old Kundalini.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful. Now I want to put it on paper and see what it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah, he actually
I haven't seen Mr. Tackpants talk about bowling too much. I don't know if he relates it usually.
He typically does. I mean, well, actually, you know what? I really haven't heard him talk about bowling.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know,
that's one of the missing connections here
I can concur with that.
because bowling is very old.
Very old. Let's see. Let me do some research on that real quick.
And it's got the word pin in, which is open, right? Like open and closed. So that's like an interesting. You put pins on a map, or
Bowling over 5,000 years old, 3,200 BC
that's crazy. Yeah, so it's
in
definitely.
ancient Egypt. Yes. Holy.
So the 1, 2, 3 triangle, like I said, the 5 is at the center of the 3 base there.
That's
The
wild.
relationship between 5 and 1 there changes to a splitting the triangle, right?
Good call. Holy crap. And you
So that's now a 6 relationship that we're dividing in the triangle.
and we do use a sphere, and you do have to have a sphere or a circle to, yeah, because each bowling pin would technically be, if you were to draw straight lines on each side to the tip to the bottom, it would be an isosceles triangle.
Yeah, and that's the 7s, right? That's how I see it.
Yeah, yeah,
The division between that triangle.
yes, sir. You're right. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all over that lately. The bowling pins and I don't know, something's connecting there for me.
You know, you have them. I believe you have something there. I really do.
And it's bowling, right? So it's the bowl. It's the
Right.
bowling. Stability, stable, obviously,
Balance.
able balance, and it's all and lane as well is going to be in there because that's bowling lane.
Bowling lane. Bowling pin. Bowling ball.
Yes, the gutter as well.
What is the machine called? The
I'm
machine.
not sure.
So I heard you mention angles.
We're talking about bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the relationship between the way the 5 is centered on with the pins, not the way they number the pins,
So
and
right.
and the 1 and the 7 relationship between those.
And then we just did the research and found out that bowling is over 5,000 years old. It dates all the way back to Egypt, 3,200.
5-pin, 10-pin, and duck pin.
Yeah, we were talking about the 5 being centered, and then the 7, 10 split again. The 1 to the 7, drawing the triangle.
So the 10-pin plays to 300, the 5-pin plays to 450, the duck pin plays to 300. You start off in the 10th frame, and you associate with 3 to begin with, and you get 30 with strikes. Forget about what you get, or you get 27 with all 9s, because in my game, you consider every single box. Okay? In this one, I heard somebody say angle, so right away, boom, boom. I'm going to connect 1 over here, this angle here with 1 and 12 in order to equal to 13. What is that break in the angle? And then what is this one? How is the break in every single angle here? And then we fulfill it, we mirror it, we overlap it, we flip it upside down, we find all the junctures, and maybe it's a fan that we're waving our face with.
Yeah.
We were talking about the isosceles triangles too. If you look at the bowling pin and you draw straight lines.
And then the components of bowling as are added recently, like the gutters and all that. I don't think that's going to be as old, right? The gutter, because it would have been just a lane before.
So they also have the gutters on the house.
Yeah, true, exactly.
And then at the beginning of the lane, you have the small triangles that tell you where you might want to aim your ball to go down the lane. So that would be the gable of the house.
And the turkey is the 3 strikes, right?
Yes, sir.
So when we're talking about 4 balls, right, that is outside the range of a 3-bagger. So when you talk about a 3-bagger, they can be talking about baseball or bowling. So the directive would be BO, W, and BAS, right? When you go bowling, right, they say you play with a string. Was that a string guitar? The ING, the STR is an association of 39 angels and 18 connecting the sun and the moon to this. We are connected directly through a source. I don't know what happens when we disconnect from the source. Are we somewhere else? Do we flush just like one of the machines? It's irrelevant to me. It's just where all the location of the numbers are. Every Rubik's Cube is 26-1. But it's more than just 26-1. It's the association of 12 twos, 8 threes, 6 ones, and 1 heart controller.
I've also been thinking about a lot of poker connections like Royal Flush and things like that lately.
Logan wanted to come up, but I don't see your name, Logan. Where is your name, Logan? Or is it Breath Plug? I don't know. Was it Logan or Breath Plug?
It was Breast the Plug.
But I don't see the name here. Do you?
Let me see.
You have to ask to come up.
It's got an underscore before it.
You may not. I don't think you have enough people to be able to come up.
Oh, that's another part of bowling, the scorecard. Right?
Right. Hold on. Let's look how we can invite you up. I don't know how to do it.
I don't see them in there anyway. I think they left.
Oh, I see them. No, it doesn't say. They have to ask. If you want to come up, please ask. Please ask, and also state if you're going to have any questions on what it's going to be. If it's just to sit in the panel, it's not necessary. If you want to participate on the panel, that would be necessary. One of the jobs I look for everyone to do is to remember when I'm working on something, I get interrupted to put me back in my place. I'm like a choo-choo train. I'm like Santa's reindeer. Without Santa, I don't know where the mail's gonna go. You know, my red nose just can't see no more. It's like I'm driving into the trunk of everything. You know, I just you know the little you know what it is about Rudolph, eh? Never goes through the red light.
Ah.
The red light district. That's a whole different game now.
Red Light District. Oh my goodness.
So okay, so I just need everybody's strength tonight. I just want to make it to tomorrow. That's all I want. I might have did something tonight a little bit more. When I put food in my stomach, I'm not the same person. And ever since that last moon, ever since the last 2 moons, it's just like it's crazy. These last 20 years have been just nutty for me. Just nutty. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's only a few people who will know it, and it's funny that the people I know the longest don't see any of it at all.
Well, fasting is healing. It's one of the best ways.
Road runner, if he catches you, you're through. That coyote really is a crazy clown. Beep beep.
It's real.
Crazy clown.
Crazy
McDonald's.
Eights is another thing I was thinking about. Isn't that a game? Crazy Eights?
Crazy Ace is a card game, yes.
So there's only 2 beeps in this, okay? There's not 3 beeps. Sometimes it's beep, beep, beep. And one of the things about the 1 beep, the 2 beeps, the 3 beeps, the 4 beeps, obviously everybody can figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 is a representation of Taurus. It's also going to be Venus. 2 can also be part of, and what is 2 times 2, 2 times 4, 2 times 6, 2 times 8. I'm not sure if we're allowed to use the 2 times 9 other than the 2 times 8 equals to 16 plus 2. In order to coordinate and know that this comes from Venus, I would do it this way, other than going, what is 2 times 9 equals to 18? So in one of the equations, it tells me it's the half-life. It connects the 1, 6 on the cube. In the other equation, I'm just trying to see if I can show it to you. This one here, okay, is that reality? The 2 is only with the even numbers. The odd numbers, okay, are with the 1. So I do them differently. Both of these. One is the heavens and is the birth into the heavens, but you have the heaven of your own. One
Yes,
with an 8.
And the 2 times 9 would be the 18, and the 2 plus 9, which would give you the 29 again. Because 2
Right.
times 9 is still 29.
Right. That's that.
The 18 is also the 1 through 8 of the Chaldean.
Wow, excuse me. Wow. I need water.
I was thinking of counting by 2, starting from 0, as it being, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, versus counting by 2, starting from 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that connection. It's like it's crossing the 9 and the 10 at that point. The
It's
base.
just going into the prime numbers too.
Yeah.
So, there's a few ways to do this. When you run the cycles or in their own, like the 2, let's, for example, we use 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2 plus 0 equals to 2. So far, so good. It took 10 of them to do this. Now, here's the next way to do this, to take a look where they match. 2, 4, 8, 1632. Now this is no longer good. You see, I need to do 2 times 16 equals to 32 to what is 2, 4, 8, 16 to equal to 32 to what is 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and I shouldn't have done it this way. Not the right way to do them. Okay, be quiet. We can do it this way the first time.
And the word double has bull in it, right? Double, the double.
Well,
Find that interesting. Double.
because then you have spare, like sparrow, spare.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely those animal associations to the sounds.
Is it blowing or bowling? Maybe it's the big bad wolf that came to town because the B associates with the F, okay, in the third dimension, 2 by 3, half area space. So the wolf comes to blow in the flow, and now it's blowing, or is it bowling? Anyways, not to fool around, but 2, 4, you see this? 2, 4, 8, keep doubling it up, right? Over here, you hear the fifth one. The next one over here will make completion at 64, right? It completes at 64 over here. I only went to this one here on the 16th. The 32 is completion in the second house.
What about the 9? What about the 9 times 8 and the 72?
See the ring here?
Mm-hmm.
This same ring appears, this design is a 4x4. The other one that we run is a 3x3. They both show up with a different kind of ring. So, just give me a minute. So, so what happens here is I got to go 32 times 2 and equal to 64. Do you know why I did this? I did this because the binary, which I can do 6 double ups from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32 to 64. That would take me 32 times 2 in order to get there. Or what is 2 by 32? 2 pigs. Now, because binary shifts, okay? And take a look at the 7 days. Yeah, Nintendo 64, yeah, that was a good comment. Okay, so let's just go and see this over here. Anything divided by 7 will equal to 142,857. 1 divided by 7. 8 divided by 7. 15, 22, 29. 29 is bringing in the birth into the Mars cycle. 29, right? The birth itself. 29. 16, 23, 37. 37 is the complete rotation and reconnect. It's the heart. This is in the B house. 28 cycle after the death. This is connecting the earth with the water sign. This is going to be, is that again? Wait a second. Water, earth, Leo. We've got a cardinal sign. Anyways, if you take a look, any number divided by 7 will not include 3, 6, and 9.
That is interesting.
And when you add up the first with the 6, just like on the cube, 1 and 6, 7, it equals to 999,999. In fact, you don't even have to see You don't have to see. You don't have to see these numbers here. You don't have to see. You don't have to see any of these numbers after this. Do you know why? Because the answer to number one will be 142,857. The answer in number two will be 2857. 285714. The reason for that is they all have to total 999,000. So when you take the 2, it goes to the 7 9, the 8 goes to the 1 9, the 5 goes to the 4 9, the 7 goes to the 2 9, and the 1 goes to the 8 9, and the 4 goes to the 5. They do it with all of these. And then they show you, okay, their heartbeat. Check the heartbeat of the seventh day is like this. And remember, we run 6 and 1 6. There is no seventh day according to this. 1 5 6 3 2 4. 1 5 6 3 2 4. 1 5 6 3 2 4 0. What is that? That's the that's where number 1 goes, right? Position 1, position of number 1. And then when we go to number 2, okay, this will be 1, and the next one will be 2. And number 2, we're going to go with the 2. So in the first one, the 2 is in the third position, first position, second position, fifth position, fourth position, and then the 2 is in the sixth position, and then there is nothing in the next one. And then in the third. Okay, whoop, this is number 2, and then number 3. But the guidance, right, might come out of 1 and 2 of which direction we go with this. So what I'm going to do is number 3. There is no number 3, so we're going to take. Sorry, I had to jump over. The third one will be number. Wow, this is not working. Give me a minute here. Yeah, sorry I'm a little slow. You know, it's been a tough. You know what's funny? I'm at home. I've got a roof over my head. You know, family events, good, bad, ugly. You know, the opportunity is still there. Do I go to the event, or do I leave it out? Is it too hard? It's always tough, you know. It's always tough to overlook things. You know, sometimes you try your best. I just have a lot of, you know, I'm still looking at things from the past that no matter how much you try to wipe it from your mind, it just never leaves, right? That's why I just blow it off. I do what I know, right? Most important thing is to get it out there. I'm going to move to number 4. Number 4 is in the second position, then it's in the sixth position, then it's in the first position, then it's in the fourth position, then it's in the third position, and then it's in the fifth position, then it's 0. Then we're going to work on the fourth number. And the fourth number is going to be number 5, and the 5 is in the fifth position, the third position, the fourth position, the first position, the sixth position, the second position, and 0. And then we're going to go to the fifth number. And the fifth number, we're going to use number 7. And the 7 is in the sixth position, and it's in the fourth position, and it's in the fifth position, it's in the second position, it's in the first position, it's in the third position, and 0. Now the sixth number, we're going to use number 8, and the number 8 is in the fourth position, and then it's in the second position, and then it's in the first position, then it's in the fourth. No. First, it's in the we're working on number 8, so let me hold on. Number 8 is in the fourth position. It's in the second position. Then it's in the third position. All right, there you go. Number 8 in the third position. Then it's in the sixth position, and it's in the fifth position. Then it's in the first position. Then it's. Oh, what happened to the other person that was here? Try my best, guys. Try my best.
No,
Okay,
you're
so
gonna
the basic thing is this. I'm going to show you the first algorithm. Okay. So it's 1 5. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to show you this one. I'm going to put that back up after. Wow, why didn't it go off?
It is.
Okay, so what this is the number one in the last design was these are the locations of that number, right? And it's always going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in all of them. I'm only looking for location of what one is doing. And for those who understand life paths, we can just look at these. We don't need the other life paths. We only need these. They're all reflections. That's all they are. So we don't need any more. The 7 is going to be actually what you are connecting into the 616. So if your number's not up here, it'll be on this side or that side, and just use the 0 to connect them together. Here is the positions, 1, 5, 6, 3, 2, 4. Look at that. The alphabet does this. First of all, the 1, 5, 6 is exactly 13 by 12. Coincidence? Always is, right? 12 by 13. Reverse alphabet, 324. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Dodecahedron. Don't really know this one. Oh, yes, the power of the gateway. Okay, this is the gates, okay, by the Vatican. 21 is the cube that connects the 3 by 6, the 3 plus 6, 9 and 18, the 99, the TV sets. When you connect all nines, the heart of the TV set, the voice, okay? 8 and 7, 88, 77 for the power of the constellations. 88 is the numeric value for purple, the numeric number of constellations. Number 7 is power. Number 77 is Christ. The 8-4 is the cycle through Uranus. The 4-3 is the gateway in which they pass. They run the harmonics that way. The 84-day cycle of what is 4 by 21 or 3 by 28. This is where 3 and 4 come in, right? This one cycles off of 225 for a 90 angle. The negative area space. 5 times 6 is 32, 10. This is where we are. This is how we connect to the moon with the cube. Anyways, these are just all the cycles, but it starts over here. How did I do this? Okay, 1, double it, double it, double it, double it, double it, double it, start over. This is how I rotate my numbers. So when I do all these numbers, look at that. There was no 8 before. Now we have an 8.
And I just got I got that number not too long ago with the 87 too. That was pretty cool.
The 87 is when you're seeing 111 on the clock, right? Is anybody? I just want to know if anybody's in the comments. Just put the letter 1 in the comments. If you sometimes ask what is 111, 222, and you look it up, and you have all these people with the life paths, and they're trying to explain to you the master numbers, the royal stars. It's all good. It's all good, right? There's a basic reality to it because people are living it and sharing. And it's being observed, so there are answers, and there are things that are happening in the zodiac that are algorithms, but are they created, controlled algorithms? That's something else. I'm not here to debate if it's controlled or not controlled. I just want to discuss the reality. The machine is broken. Let's fix it. Let's see how it works. Let's see why it's broken. Why is there no more memory in the cloud? Why? It was frozen in ice. And as the ice melts, more of the conscience comes out. There's no more place for it. Can't melt any of the ice. We need it cold. A, for the computers themselves. We need to cool those computers. We have our own marshlands, radiators, right? It's hard to control Atlantis, eh? They built Atlantis, they're controlling Atlantis, but that's it. Do you think
What about sublimation? Like the
can
process?
what's that?
It skips the middle basically. Sublimation, like going from directly from one state to another without going through the medium.
That can also create an instantaneous field of plasma.
Yeah, it's called sublimation.
Yeah.
Okay, when you say the word, I don't understand anything, but the minute you said sub, it could be A, replacement, USB, alternative transformation, taking what was here.
That's where subliminal is and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I skip steps, right? Because we can make connections super quickly without having to go through the medium. That's the memory space. We don't need to use the memory space if we're going through the subliminal.
And
Subliminal.
they're also using that type of. That's why it's happening.
Yes, because
They're
the memory is unnecessary. So then it's discarded.
not just that. They're also taking they're using like you said, subliminal, because your eyes in the television can only see, I think it was like something 50 or 60 frames per second, and the TVs are now up to like 140, 160, almost 200 frames per second. So they're filling the voids in with other things.
Yeah.
So imagine what you're seeing other than that. You know what I mean? Pixels.
Okay, so the every time, I mean, it's just so much indigestion, it's just disgusting. So I just want to see, yeah, you were talking about bowling and gutters. The numeric value for house is 68. The numeric value for planet is 68. When you're talking about Atlantis, or if you're talking about Genesis, and if you're talking about on day 6, right, where it was land, animal, and man, the L letter, which is the 12th letter, also can be used as 120 degrees. It is noted by, I think it was Rabbi Fine, that this is part of the connection to the soul. So the soul only comes in on one part of what is the protractor, creating that circumference or the flower of life.
And that's something I was doing with showing earlier in another live, as I was showing them how the reduced form of Earth is 25 and the reduced form of water is 22, which makes the 47 when you put them together, which brings the home for the beast, because beast is also 47.
Home base, isn't that like in baseball?
Yes, sir. The lower form of the 52, and then and if you combine the lower form and the higher form, you get the 77.
So soul geometry, home base, soul geometry. Can you explain that, please? What was that? Yes, so subliminal, it's subliminal reality. Yes, so when that piece was up here before, I just want to go back and bring this back up, what we were doing before. I don't, I just want to, I don't want to get it out of the way, but I'd like to,
Makes sense.
oh, every time I get sick, I get a little smarter. Whoop, 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 whoop. So,
That had me confused for a second. I thought my camera was on. I was like, what in the world? It's raining. It just started raining out of nowhere. That's random.
Anyways, there's an opposite for sublimation too, right? Like there's the states in all different directions, like solid directly to air and things like that. So it's interesting to think about those as well.
Like cryogenics.
So
Yeah.
what we have in the background, right? I forget where I was before. We were still talking about bowling the house planet. Yes, the reason I mentioned the house planet in Genesis is because the 120 degrees times 3 is 360. Now I like to look. Now they say in geometry they give names to things. I give different names. Are they right? Probably. Am I right? Only in my game, because this is the game channel where I use everything in reality. P is interested in talking. Who is P? Why did they always do that? P. Let me see where P is. Who is P that is interested in talking to me? State your case. Let's go. Yeah, for those of you, okay, so before we do this, let me get this out of here.
I just see the live pause screen right now. I'm not sure if I got to like get out and come back or something.
We can hear you.
So right here is
Everybody seeing that?
what's that?
We can't see your screen right now. We can't see it. All we see is live pause.
Is what?
We
Oh, I
see
see.
live paused. It's like stuck.
I was gonna say I see the calendar. I see the calendar.
Oh, I'm seeing it stuck. Hold on, I might have to leave and come back.
What do you see?
I just
I
see
see the
live
calendar.
paused.
So what this is, when you take a look, there are 6 numbers in every single case. And when you add up the 6 numbers, it equals to 27, 27, 27.
Shit.
6 by 27 equals to what is 156 plus 6, 162. Well, there is one thing I have to shout out for myself. I have a link, right, in the description. If you'd like to help support the channel, if you're looking to, I'll bring this back up in a second. For those of you who like a little bit of art, who've never seen this place before, if you're interested in a building, this is a 6x6 block. This is what comes with it. Otherwise, when I leave, they will destroy it. They will make me paint it over. So if you want to keep this, right, you want to start up some kind of curator, save this. Alphabet science, but it goes beyond, right? And beyond. And beyond, in every single room, everything is a story. I hold the light. Yeah. And this is like, I knew I don't like to say I predicted this time in my life where I would be. And if there's a gutter somewhere, I am thankful that I am not in it right now, but I am holding very close to the edge. So where are we over here? Right, I remember.
Richard had to drop down. He said he'll be back. He had to close this app out.
Okay, so yeah, what happened here? Are we still here?
Yeah, Mr. Richard had to his app had messed up, so I think he's requesting back up right now.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna finish off with this. Did he? Okay, here it is. So if anybody else like to come up, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Good evening, Kate. Do you have any questions? Kate might be a real person or not. It says there's Kate is the gate. Oda Yoda. I like that. I like that Oda Yoda. I like that honey like drop in the ocean. Um, yeah, I just like that softness in there, whichever way it goes, you know. So, so when you count this one over here, you're gonna see that there are only no 3, 6, and 9. When you check the other one, okay, hold on, let me finish here. The other thing about this is the encasement of the 360 rounds. It's no matter what, for me, it's always going to be round at 360. No matter what, once you have 3 points, I can go round, whether it's a spheric round or any other way. I don't know who this P is interested in contacting creator. How does that work? When it pops up on the screen and it says P is interested in contacting the creator, I don't know who it is. Is that Dragon Ball Z that just dropped in here? That's what I should put in the background. Because this is about Dragon Ball Z, the return of the signal testing system amongst the moons. It's about the machine. Whoop. Who's that? What's that? I never really look at that. So this is about the machine. When I first started doing this, I just want to, I'm just trying to see if I have it in here. Okay, I'll do this. Oh yeah, I was walking the dogs today and I found this algorithm. Well, I can't show it. I'll show it after. It was just some bricks. So, Mr. Tackbands, let me just take that off the back again. Oh my God. I just want to tell TikTok that this is my YouTube channel and I'm showing it not because it's the YouTube channel. Anybody can look me up, right? It has nothing to do with that. This has to do with this part here. The return of DBZ STS, Dragon Ball Z signal testing system. The 4-2 over here, the 4 times 2, the 4 plus 2. The 24 is the dividing gate. It's the dividing gate of Z, the doghouse. Okay, the cubic house, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, 8, and 12. Right, and everything but the heart of the cube. 20 of 27. So what is that division? 20 of 27. Did you know that
Monkey is the moon.
wow. This number over here, right, is going to be 20 and 6 and 1. Do you know what this is? 2016. This is 76 times 76 will equal to 2016. Big deal. Anybody can do that, right? This is the controller of this. 2160 is the hexahedron. Six times 6 times 6 is 216.0. Same thing. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18, right? Plus 18 equals 234. What is the reverse of the vibration? The complementary number of 6, which holds the I. Okay, the 6 holds the I. Just give me a second to show you this. 6 is over here. This one and this one here, 66, connected to the seventh gate over here. Underneath is 55, the feminine, the communication, the 121212 count, the 212, right? 212 Fahrenheit, 100 Celsius. How we use our weights and measures.
For the scales. 66 is also if you take all three master numbers and add them together, you get the 66.
Back to the dragon, man. Dragon Ball.
Yeah, okay, so so what this is 20 years ago when I began to have the visions, whatever they were, you can call them visions, you can just say my mind was just thinking a lot, but I would just be able to just, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, so I just go online and it sent me over to check this thing out, and when I went there, it really didn't have anything to do with Dragon Ball Z. It was about this woman, or I looked it up, but it was about this woman. She wrote a story on Newsvine Radio, on Newsvine magazine or something, which was bought out by MSNBC. So I went there and it showed me this whole thing, partly German, partly English, poetry, codes. And what I found in the book was it said Return of Satan, Seiten, right? Which is SEI is, how do I explain it? When you use S in the front of a word, the S is the 19th letter. It's like meeting at the equator. The 18 and 19 is at the equator line. It's the 180, and then the other side, it's like, you see this over here? This would be the 180. This part over here would be across the equator. You see this over here? When you count, okay, to 13, you stop here. When you count to 14, you have gone on to the other side. When you count to 15, you are on the other side. If you're going to say, oh, Canada, you have transferred on to the other side. The 14, the 12, the 10, the 8, the 6, they're all connected half area spaces, all to the second house. This becomes the game of pool. The thing about the 14 ball is that it is what is the ring, which holds what is the 22 master number. 22 master plus the 14 ring. So what that is they call that the dot of two poles. If there's somebody out there that doesn't understand my words I speak and you'd like to come up, or if you'd like to write something in the comments, I am here for you. The Howie Frank, I always hated math in school, but Mr. Tackman's I can handle. I never liked math myself. I tend to not like anything unless it's well explained. And sometimes people explain things in their way, believing that we might comprehend what they are saying. But if you can't picture something and you just see it, and if you don't know where you're going with something, then why do it? Guess what? 20 years ago, I have no idea. Zero. Nothing. I had no idea where I was going. I didn't believe in the spirit world. Couldn't understand. While, when you go to lay 6 feet under, right? You go to lay 6 feet under, they say rest in peace. I got a little older. I had an IP address. Then I had an IPA beer, right? So this is about the signal testing and the machine. And we all know what the machine is. The machine is the red sun. Good evening, Crystal Joy.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know if you're good morning, good afternoon, but I will tell you one thing. Oh my God, that was such a roller coaster so far tonight for myself. I am blessed to still be here.
Did you achieve anything
I
while you were
achieved.
going through a roller coaster?
Oh my God, I was so sick this evening. Just so yes, yes, I'm starved. Okay, I must have had food poisoning or something. I was just my stomach was like I couldn't breathe. I'm just starting to breathe now, but that's not. It doesn't. So what can we bring up? There must be
Well,
something.
I was
Did,
just heard you saying to Dragon Ball Z, and when I was going through my first like experiences or stages, and I call it the Dragon Ball Z stage. Like I hit different stages, but I used to think that the words meant something else. So like I always thought like with the seven Dragon Balls, they were like different codes. So when I used to hear Goku, I used to thought it was like go to, and then I would hear Piccolo. Oh, Piccolo. So I went on a time where I was like, oh, it's saying something else. Piccolo. Instead of
yes.
Piccolo,
So
you're
right.
picking low.
So you're right.
Go to.
This is the machine. They are the creators of the machine. In my game, I mean, what I started with, I don't know much about it. It could be all codes. We don't have to know what the words are. Sometimes the words are not spelled properly. Sometimes it's just the first two letters we want. Sometimes, like you did, it could be just. Imagine if it was a word out of order, or could you go instead of Goku?
Yes.
The other thing about
Go
Goku.
to.
Go, yes, you can have go to. Is that the K letter? Okay, is a creation gateway in which you travel. The K letter is going to be the 11th sign, and you're going to
Goku.
have Aquarius in this. This will bring up.
So when
Go ahead.
I was like incorporating numbers, that's how it was like Piccolo. Like it was really weird.
You cut off. Does anybody hear Crystal?
No.
Neither do I.
Huh?
You blanked out.
And then
You're like lagging or something. It's coming in and out.
Yeah, we don't hear you.
Herman and I were, and I was ready to go. Like it had disappeared until I found it, and it was really weird. It was a letter M, and the A shrunk all the way to the A went right in the center of the M, a little peek into the top. Like if I see your M right here on your name, the M like that, but it was an A in right hidden in there, and I've never seen that symbol before. But somehow it shrunk the A, and it put it in the slideshow. So I saved the slideshow because it's on there with that M like that, with the A right in there. So if you draw a letter M, you put an A right in the center of it,
Do you have it? Do you want to come up
and it makes a
pose?
symbol.
Can you show it?
How do I show it?
Like if I put you up on the screen,
You want me?
so I can take a peek.
Let
We'll
me
put
see.
it
Let me
put it
get
in
my
the little box, and then I'll see if it's legible for
I
you.
created a slideshow, and I was trying to write in this moment, and that's the A attached to that M, and I still can't figure out how I got there.
I did a
There's
few.
no way.
Well, here, look. This. Do you know that this is the M and the A, and it's the N also. It's the M and A. Now we're in the box.
So
and
there's
then-
Emanation.
try to draw an M for me, and then put a little A in the center of it, like the little pyramid in
Oh,
between
you want
the
it? You want it
peaks.
upside down and just cross it here. Like here's an A, and then here's an A, and then this whole thing is an A. And this has to do with the piano also, and then we have I have a few of them. So you know there's a channel out there, right? that show like they're giving away stuff. And the minute you say you want something, they send people to your channel to ask you to give them coins. And then they say, we'll give you stuff. They're scamming people. So what am I
Yeah.
looking for?
Letter M. Draw a letter M, and put a little tiny A in the center of it.
Oh, yeah, right.
It made the craziest looking pattern I ever seen.
I'm trying to see if I can do it on this. You see, what you would do is you'd start up over here, right? You go up to 11, you'd come down into 12, you'd go up to 1, and you'd come down, and you deliver the 2 pulls through the eyes of the fox. You know, this is the wolf, eh? This is the big bad wolf. This is like Hilton Hotels, the big bad wolf.
Are you able to draw an M above that?
No, they won't let me. The only way to do this, you want to hold on. We're gonna do something else. Hold on, I have an idea. Just give me a second. Oh boy, what's that? Okay, yeah.
Because I was at work and I got fixated on it for like an hour of this M because I was just seeing all kinds of stuff in there. And when I drew it on paper, I started seeing grid colors on them. And I know they mean something, and I don't understand how that letter M got there because I was creating that slideshow. So I don't know how it even made itself there.
Oh yeah, I got a picture that would trip everybody out. It's like I gotta find it. I'm still
Sometimes
looking.
when I see a new symbol, it's like I'm locking something. And then after that, I kept having synchronicities all day after I seen it, and they kept implementing it in my name. It was really weird. And they never called my last name. They just called it an emotion.
Check this picture out. What do you think?
Ooh, that was crazy.
That's on my head. Friend of mine took a picture of me, and that ended up on top of my head. See my cat on the table? May you rest
Yeah, I
in-
can see that. Your table, the laptop,
Yeah.
and it has a symbol, that black symbol.
Well, he's on top of my head. That's a monkey with 2
Yeah.
short paws in the front. Oh yeah, I was really.
So I
connected.
I see that sometimes on people. Like the student came in and it looked like he had a massive bug sitting on his back.
Yes, so that was that. But are there any questions? Is there something that people are looking for in this world about numbers, what exists, what it doesn't exist? Stuff like that. I wonder if that. I like this that I did in the background.
You gotta remember, when I see numbers, it's all consists of the body. So like every time I see numbers, it's consistent with the body.
Yes, for sure. 100%.
I see numbers, understood them, and is
For you, it's going to be the body. For somebody else, it's going to be how the
different part of the
computer
body.
works. Right? For you, it'll be the body. For somebody else, it'll be how the computer works. For somebody else, it'll be the highway system. For somebody else, it's going to be plumbing. For somebody else, it's going to be the electricity. For somebody else, it's going to be the weather. It's all connected together. Once you put it all together, you will see the elaborate system that is here. It is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I want to go back to that other picture that I took off. Or even here. I don't know if this one's going to fit on the screen. Maybe this one will. Yeah. Check this out. Do you see that? This says orphan. Orphan roulette. All right. What orphan roulette, when you count the numbers on the right, 17, 34, and 6, it equals to 57. The word moon equals to 57. I do
So
not
that
know.
adds it would you see that 17, 34, and 6, or are you seeing it as 8, 7, 6
Oh yeah, you can do
and
yes.
2, 5, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do everything, all the math. And then on the other side is 5 numbers, and you add it up at 75, it becomes 5775. Do you know that the dice cube, right? The dice cube, the maximum amount of dots you can have when you drill the cube is 7. All other
7. That
sides will
I
be,
remember you.
what is that?
I remember you showing me the cube, and ever since you show me the dice, I've been seeing dice everywhere. I'm not even kidding. That was the first thing I had thought, because after I was on your live the next day, a student walked in and he had 2 big dice uh, on his shirt, and it was a 6 and a 1.
Oh, so that's
And
80.
then
Yeah.
6 and 1. I didn't know what it was telling me. I'm like, oh, okay, there's dice, and he was talking about the dice. So it was the 6 and the 1 is what he had.
Do you teach ABCs in school?
No, I work at a college.
Okay, so you can still teach ABC. One, the A is a straddle, right? The A gets broken in half, and you have the left side and the right side, the angles, the delta angle, I call it. The left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. The eye comes together and plays a part in both of them.
So your dice have popped up 10 times for me so far since our last live.
Do you play any?
And then another student came in, and no, I don't play dice.
You don't play backgammon?
But since you showed, no. And I kept seeing, I've been seeing the dice, and then the friend we had on there was talking about the cards. I've been seeing playing cards on the floors by themselves. So I had the dice shirt, and then another guy came in, and he had dice, fluffy things on his keychain, and another one, his binder had dice on him. And then when I was walking to my car, there was a jack of spades just sitting on the floor. I was like, well, where's the rest of the deck?
Okay, so the jack of spades, okay, that's an association of 10. So that's a completion. The jack of spades I like to say it's the fox pass. It's a passing between 2, 5, and 8, right? So you're going either to the left or 9, or you're going to the right 11. So you're either going to safety or to danger. Something has come up in your day, okay, that's going to bring you one way or the other. You have to decide on what you need to do. It doesn't mean necessarily danger. It just means you have a choice to make, and you might make the wrong choice. Something has to be done first. The spade is also known to be a shovel. It's also known to be what is a pivot point, because in French it's called pick, right? And it means to pick and choose, or any other pick. This is the lineage of the word, just in basic talk. This is just what it tells it. Like if you walk somewhere and talk to somebody or heard a conversation and you were a different language, but still using the same alphabet, it doesn't matter. You don't need to use any alphabet. Just sounds itself. You will think it says what it says because you're not reading words, you're hearing. So is it the eyes, the ears? What is it? Did you touch something? Did you smell something? Oh my God, I would love to say this. I can smell the apple pie, the eggs and bacon in the morning, or whatever it is. I'm so hungry, but I'm also so tired right now. I think I'm going to end up going to bed. Do you have any other?
So you said pick and choose. So that day when I left, I chose a different route home. I took a whole other route home, because usually I'll go all the way down this lower Sac. Instead, I took Hammer, which I never go to Hammer because that's going to take me in a big old complete circle and take me longer to get to my daycare. But later on Facebook that day, on the 8 Mile. See, I usually take 8 Mile down. I didn't take 8 Mile that day, and there was at the light. I always stop at that same light. There was a wreck right there,
Wow.
right on 8 Mile and Lower Sac. But then I thought, oh, was I playing cards? Because I did have a jack that was a 10, but I decided to go to Hammer instead of going to the lower number 8. Would have been on 8 Mile.
So you're
If
a
I would have
hammer.
took the 8, that would have given my hit, right? That would have been the hit. The 2 cards hit.
Okay, so hammer, also nail, which is 333, 741 controls, 741 vibration, or 147, which is 49. Now we're back to Mars and control of the ring. So I have to go back to what you said. I forget what you said completely. Can you back up a little bit? Oh, yes, hammer. Yes. Hammer down.
Hammer.
Okay, hammer down.
So I
Press the
seen the
dash.
jack. Yeah, so I seen the jack of spades. So when I left the campus, I usually go down to Lower Sac to 8 Mile. Instead, I went from Lower Sac to Hammer. I took a different route. For some reason, I did it like subconsciously. I forgot I was driving. And instead of me going straight like I normally do, I automatically went off to turn, and you can't get back in the lane after you do that because it has that big bike thing in it, the bike lane. So I couldn't even get to the lane, and by the time I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, why am I turning? So I went a different way.
So I have a question because I'm trying to understand the word hammer right now. And when you mention the word hammer, right? Okay, that's a power source. It's an energy. It's coming from 3 houses. When you say ham, it comes into communication. So when you chose the alternate route, you have a conversation or discussion with somebody or something somewhere in your life, and that made you do all this to change your route. And it's a lot of power in it. And that's where hammer comes in. Hammer is also part of the Jesus thing because he was nailed to the cross. And it doesn't have to be real. The stories is what dictates. The same thing as an algorithm or life path. So I just use it like this. Ham is like in ham radio, which is communication. The mare is what is the mother in the ocean, which controls the child. The child is what is the ego or the ego within inside yourself. You're thinking before you create an action.
And you know the when I was leaving, who said bye to me? Now that you just said that, you triggered something. The lady from the radio station, because down under the stairs, that's where the digital and the radio station that we have there on campus. She's the lady that told me have a good day. She's the one who runs the radio station.
Radio Ham Communications. Wow, that's funny. Bye.
He's the one who
Miss
told me
America.
bye.
Did she say bye, Miss America Pie? I drove my
No,
Chevy to the levee.
she said have a good day, Crystal. And I seen her, and she was coming out of the radio station. I said, same to you. And then when I got into the parking lot to go to the cars, that's when I seen the Jack of Spade. But for some reason, when I driving, I went on autopilot. Like I forgot I was driving. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. Like,
Wow.
I don't even know how I got to that light.
So, oh yes, Saturday night I was autopilot. Oh my God. I thought I wasn't. Oh my God, what happened Saturday night? Oh my God. Wow. I can't wait to see the pictures. So when you said 1 through 16, right? I was just talking about that. It's like the 4th time this happened today. 16 by 16 is 256. 2 plus 5. Just give me a second. Equal now 17 by 17. No, not 15 by 15. 14 by 14. 13 by 13. I'm just trying to figure out something out here. Yeah. So when you mentioned 16, what that is the chessboard is made up of 16 and 16 and 16 and 16 for the 64. When you mention 16, it's 1 all the way up to 16 and it stops. There's no 17. There's no 18. There's no 19. Your 17, 18, 19, according to the French, can also be looked at as 3, 2, and 1. What is 19? Equals to 1. what is 18 is equal to 2, and what is 17 is equal to 3. And this is your ABC creation on the other side of the equator, starting at T minus counting. You know, in the Olympics, they say T minus counting, or in NASA,
Yeah.
right? So this is because I'm tired. I went through a lot to this. Oh my God. So you know what happened Saturday night? There was a party that I was not going to. I never answered the invitation like 6 months ago. Nicest guy in the world. He's got a mind of his own. I don't know. I'd love to know what's in his head. Okay, I don't know if he's awake or asleep. I just know that he enjoys enjoying things. Super, super nice fella. Okay, apparently he's my nephew now. Okay, anyways, I don't drink, right? I'll have one. But they had oysters there, and they put shots in it, and I thought it was like nothing. You know, I just thought it just added to that salty taste, and it just was good because it like killed the salt taste, and it was like so sweet. And I had like 20 of them. I had no idea. And at 10 o'clock at night, okay, because that's the last time I looked at the time, and
No, I don't think we all have to-
what's that? You broke up again.
Those were like spirit. I felt like my energy feel.
You're really breaking up.
And then I have another number.
No,
for
you have zero communication. We don't hear you. So while I'm
Oh, I said I
don't
have
hear
another
you.
number for
So
you.
anyways, let me finish with this first.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you, but I just want to let me finish this. I want to get rid of this backboard. This says orphan. This is from the roulette table. This side is 57. This side is 75. 75, any word with 75, you can figure out anything you want, but in basic, electric moon. Do you know what the opposite, I'm going to tell you the opposite alphabet of Mars? You know what it is? Heinz 57.
Hammer's interesting.
The which one?
Hammer.
Yeah. AM. The important part of that is the AM part.
Yeah, and like I broke it down to like the
Oh, what?
to the each letter
Next to me right now.
each letter being the reduction. The first two become Horus, the middle two M's become Abraham, and the last two
Horus is it? Yeah.
it becomes Horus, then Abraham, then Scales.
What is scales?
59.
No, but why scales? What does that mean, scales? Where does it come from? Where are you taking this from?
Scales is what you weigh something with. Like
Okay, so scale, not scales. Because scales, okay, are going to be with a fish. So if scales go with Pisces, and then you have the water bear, and the water bear also
There's two bunny rabbits.
It's Pisces.
the bunny rabbit.
Dude, there's two white bunny rabbits right here, and I live in a neighborhood. There should be no bunnies.
It's funny, a
There's
bunny
two of them
rabbit
right
crossed
here,
in front of me
staring at
today
me.
also.
Two white bunny rabbits.
So listen, the word rabbit equals to 52, right?
Right.
It's a 28, 24, 52, the same as Earth equals to 52. It's also a 28, 24. The reason I say this is the BB letter is 224. The T letter is 20, that's 24. The rest of the word is 28. Why? See the behind me here, these colors? That's why I work it, by these colors. Do you know what number this one is over here? This number over here is going to connect to the electric moon. Why? When you connect, you need a direct source. You need to create a 10 to connect, right? So you go, what you do, if I need to create a 10 to connect, I need to add 7 and 3 for 10, and 5 and 5 for 10, 9 and 1 for 10, 8 and 2 for 10, 8 and 2, 2 and 8. Here, I need to add a 3. Here, I'm not going to change anything, but this is going to be either 70 or 79, bringing in the mother on the new cycle of Mars over here. Okay. Oh, wow. 11 minus plus. Okay, not this situation. So this one over here is going to equal to 89, the high skies of the sun. Now, when you look at this, you must look dimensionally. What is this angle?
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. So,
Bless you.
thank you. So each one of these is an angle. This is 3 numbers, and this is going to be a percentage of the 37. And here is 5 numbers, will be a percentage of the 37. The question is with this, I have to start off here and run a line all the way down to the bottom. That's what this 0 does. And the more zeros, the more lines we have to draw across. What kind of border line is it? I don't know yet. So anyways, when you look at this board, not this board, but the other board, there's another board. It has a super, super North American rotation. You look at that rotation, it talks directly. Okay, where do I have one here before we get to this? Anyways, the other one runs 35, 37, and 39. I'm just trying to see if this one does 18, 29, 57, 51, 53 Electric Company, 51 Mars, 19, 19. Oh, look at that. Cycles 2 and 17, 19.
So do different sets move that blue?
No, nothing moves the blue.
Or is it
That's
that's fixed right there?
Fixed.
Okay.
And it's got to be at
Okay.
least 50 years. It's got to be at least 40 years old, as far as I know. Let me see. Let me
So,
take a
'cause
look.
I'm telling you, talking to you and Forbidden, I've been seeing the cards. I've seen that now. That day I left, I didn't know if you have a significance too. So I work in, my building is Shima, and my room that I work in is 217.
Okay, 7 by 31, 217. We just did that tonight. I just did that. So 217 is also 216, 218, and 219. And the reason for that, we have to center all our numbers, right? And this one is a direct number. You're absolutely sitting between the zodiac where your room is right now. So you have 2 sides that you're up against. I don't know if you're holding up the 2 sides, or you have your classroom split done 2 ways in front of you.
It's broken in 3 categories. The
Okay.
dart. So these are since I've been working with you guys, I've been seeing more, or aware of more. So like I work for DART, but I also work for CT program, which is the workforce, and then I work for DART as well, and then they have another office in there.
I'm interested in the Neighbors of Zero, that chart down there. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. So you work for a company that has a D in front of the art. Could be a trap. It could be the rat. It's okay. It's something about half of this company, half and half. Why? Why did they put a D? Why did they put dart? Because the rat is in it. You do know the rat is the first Chinese zodiac sign that cheated because it tossed the cat off the ox, and the rat ended up first, and the tiger ended up coming into life as the 3rd zodiac sign in the Chinese zodiac. And I just want to tell you one thing. When you talk in French and you say China, right, you're going to say shin. So if you think of saying the word machine or machine, China's inside that word. Now, the MA or the MNA or the MDNA or the wake up in the AM, right? When do you go to sleep? In the PM, right? That is the after lunch, right? The after lunch before midnight, stuff like that. All the stories that we talk about in life, this is what I study. I look at the words, why these words were used. So I use these as study points, as classics. You know what I'm saying? The old classics, how we were brought up. Like, I'm quite sure if you're way younger, anybody way younger to me is going to be seeing something different. So when my nephews, and this is what's so fantastic, what I love hanging around the family for, I don't care what I hear. I just want to hear the difference in the ages. My father says one thing, and the sister says something else. The other one says something else, and I'm in the other room sitting on the sofa going, "Oh my God, I can't believe the way these people think." And then I'm saying to myself, I wonder what I can learn from it. And then I take what I could, and that's what it is. And every time we listen to something, you will change. You will change. Observers will change. It doesn't mean you have to act on it. And one thing I learned is don't speak about it. That's the worst. That's the worst. In fact, that's what got me in trouble. I talk too much. I don't talk enough. And then when it's time to talk and you hide it the one time, you never want to say it because now it's embarrassing. Now you're holding back. Now it's in trouble. Now it's not that it's too late, but if you don't say something quick, you could be in trouble. You might have to say it you know what I'm saying by this? There's so many
You're
different.
just explaining my whole atmosphere in the workplace. I have a meeting tomorrow because I've been promoting their platform for the CTE, which is the career work development force, and I can't find anybody a job in there. You could put my college is across the street from a mall, and I can't type one thing in, but I'm having to help these students for the VCC, which we can't access. Like, none of them can get jobs. So the meeting is tomorrow because I've went through all the platforms, and I'm like, the platform's wrong. It's wrong because I can't help a student, but you're having me promote it and get everybody signed into this VCC that can't find a job because they're not in there. I can't pop in one thing and pop up a job. So I wrote them all down today, like everything across the street. And I said, why can't I find it in your platform and your college? And this is across the street, and this is to find somebody a job. So that's what the meeting is for tomorrow, because I feel like they're having us promote it, and all these kids keep coming back because they can't get a job because there's no number. She said the numbers and the coding was wrong. That's what the word she used today. So I've been battling her. And then I have that girl, I have a Cece in there who keeps trying to get me in trouble, and I'm not doing anything wrong. So I feel she's my disturbance.
Listen, the everything right now, just you got to go very light on everything. Everybody has to go light on everything. Let everybody fall. Let everybody burn their energy. Don't burn your energy.
Don't burn mine.
If you're going to be interrupted, let them talk. Don't even finish. Start over again. If they're interrupted again, don't talk anymore. If you can't talk and you need a medium, just tell them you want to record the conversation. Don't say why. You owe no one any explanation when you're doing something for your own cognizance.
Well, because it's lying to the students. And that's why you said dart. So when you said the rat in there, you know what I mean?
The dart to the flesh, the arrow into their hearts, that they should think that this place will give them precisely everything they want. What a lie in the name I see. It's just a trap.
So that's what I feel it is. Because the students are coming back. And then the CC, that's where it's split. See, in the departments you're talking about, she keeps trying to get me in trouble. I haven't done anything wrong. I take classes Tuesday and Thursday, and I work there, so I'll go to my class. I've been doing it since August 15th, so 8/15. And I came in, did you call Soken today and let her know that you were late? I was talking about I have class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I said, it's been the same August 15th, I told her. I said, I've been coming the same time. I get there at 10:15. It hasn't changed. I've been doing it every week, twice. That's my schedule.
Can you start up a class we can teach people stuff like this?
I told her no, I didn't message her because I'm doing it.
Right?
Well, I'm an ambassador too. I'm an ambassador, so I do a lot of the workshops. I hold a lot of the workshops. So the issue is I can't help them get anything that I'm promoting, but I'm the one doing the workshops as well. So the students keep coming back to me, and I'm going to the head person like, hey, so today she's like, yeah, if the codes don't match up and the numbers don't match up. And I said, well, if I'm 18 years old and I'm going to college and they want to apply it in and out across the street, type it in because it's not there. Type in Chipotle, it's not there. Type in Panda Express, and I said that's right across the street. So why am I creating
can-
these profiles that they can't use. So
So
that's
we
why she
can-
wants to have the meeting now.
Can we push this on them? Can we sell this to them? The students? Can you get your students involved in this? Right? Can anybody create games? Because we can.
I have some that come in that talk about.
I'm looking to create a game.
So
out
I'm
of
playing
this.
numbers. That's why I feel like every day.
This is
Yeah, because
listen,
every time I see a number or date, I know something's triggered. I know it from the moment I got there at 10:15. I looked at the clock, and she walked up to me. So I said, I don't know what 10:15 means.
10:15, 6:15, 9:15, AEI, 3 fire signs. You've got a double vibration. You're standing. You got 2 choices now, above and below. Both will probably be good choices for you. It's a good thing. I don't know where you are. There's an hour and 45 minutes left. 105, you're at the heart of the cube. You're in a very good position. Where are you at this point?
And that, so I've got pulled into the office all week long because of this girl. It's really weird. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not even doing anything, but she keeps.
Right, but how can we push on to them? Like I said, like what's going on in certain places. Like
Her-
it's going to
her
be like that
frequency.
from now to the end. It's going to be hard to communicate with a lot of people. This is what's happening. We're coming together and breaking apart at the same time. So the thing is, are there any students you think would be interested to understand alphabet sciences that we can create a game? This ain't going to be no small game, because when you start to play the game and you start to understand how this works, this is going to be your life path. And the life path and rules and regulations will come from everything that is fair on this planet. A, B, C, D has been shared with everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has been shared with everybody. All the colors have been shared with everybody. All the angles have been shared with everybody, right? The day and the time have been shared with everybody. Everybody has almost all those who have a chance to get on the internet is shared with everybody. Hockey, baseball, football, soccer, rules and regulations shared honestly with those who have the capacity to search out. All these rules and regulations, the Aztec Sumerian calendar, as far back in history as you want to go, as long as there's a word in the alphabet or a story that uses the alphabet, I can tell you a story about that story. Not because I think I could, because it's going to be basic to start, right? The story is going to be just about the letters themselves that are inside that word. And it's going to be a math story to begin with. And then we can discuss it, right?
Well,
Just
the
like-
group of kids today asked if I wanted to join their club. It was only one table out there, and it was the philosophy club.
Wow. You are.
They gave me a banana, and they had like some crackers, and they're like, "Do you want to come join our? You know how the colleges all have their little clubs." It was the philosophy table, but I asked him, "What do you got? What philosophy do you do? Can you tell me?" And
What do
he
you-
started,
what do you-
"Oh, well, we did a subject on horror and things."
What do you think they think about this club?
But he wanted me. That's what I was trying to think, because philosophy club today, I think that the 2 gentlemen that were talking to me I felt like they were talking the language like we do, the way he was speaking to me.
Would you try to
And
sell them a
he was
logo?
using
Like,
a lot of numbers.
sorry, I talked on top of you.
Like I think that would probably blow their mind to see something like that.
The behind me, or what's here, or what's in my hand?
Yeah, if they seen something like that, like I think they would be so intrigued.
Here's a club.
But I've never had any of any of those clubs ever ask me. He stopped me. You. I was like, I was like, me. He goes, yeah. You want to join our club, the philosophy club? I was like, what the heck?
So right away, you send them over to my page. Take a picture of the background. Say, what kind of philosophy comes out of this? See the
Well,
snail
that
in
would
the
be cool if
background?
I joined a club. I could put your live up on a stand. You know what I mean? And have all the students in the club, and you be on one of those little stands doing your live, so you actually have interaction and communication. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah,
they could
that'd be
hop on
pretty.
here too.
Sure, that'd be pretty.
Wouldn't
cool.
that be cool?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then you could pull, because I could pull from the 2 gentlemen from one talking. He had like one of those old time pipes, which was really weird because he was on a college and he was holding that old tobacco pipe. I was like, man, I
Oh
haven't
my
seen one
God.
of those
Hold
in
on a
a
second.
long
What
time.
what did you just say?
That old time pipe.
That is too
I
funny you
haven't seen
said
one of
that.
those forever.
I can't believe you said that. Okay, when I first started, okay, there was a gentleman, he was about 20, a couple of years old, smoking this old gentleman's peace pipe, okay? And he said something. He was studying the Metatron's cube. He was studying the Kabbalah. Yeah, okay. And now you're telling me this 20 years later, my job is complete now. Now I just need to learn. Now that I understand the algorithms, now that I understand how the system works, now that I understand how to make things perfect, because when you're building, before you break it apart, you make it perfect first. Then you can break it apart. And we're at that point right now. I hit 20 years. I'm going into my 21st year doing this. And I only know by the I don't know, now I'm tired.
And he said he was 20 years old. He was 20 years old, and I was like, I haven't seen I haven't seen a pipe like that in a long time. And he said his philosophy was on thinking, the critical thinking, the way the mind processes and would think.
The way the mind processes, hold on, the way you use your mind to process, or is it the way the mind processes? Who's in control here?
Well, that's today I part. If I played the game today, my character I played was the observer. I observed everything all day.
Yeah, very
I was
good.
observing everything from their gestures, how they move, or numbers, or things that I was hearing, and I could see things. I was like, oh, I haven't seen that. That's significant to me.
So listen, I'm tired. I'm gonna be going to bed. I can't stay up. I got to get up at 8:30. My two exes say thank you. My monkey friend says I'm hanging around for the rest of the night. Here's two gateways you can walk through. Here's my buddy standing at the door. It's a pinhead. Here's the club. And I figured, right? You see this? I figured if there's a space here and a space here and a space here, why couldn't I do it here? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have 3, 6, 9,
That was
12. This is you connected up to the rest. The two moons of Mars and Luna, the interference moon, the pirate moon, right? Is that where the silver spirit comes in? We're supposed to have a silver cord, right? But as I
yeah.
started to learn, I don't know how people know certain things, but I know a long time ago when I first started, this is called the silver spirit matrix, right? 85, 91, 176, 88. I'll have to write that down and say it again. Silver is 85. Spirit is 91. The total is 176. Matrix is 74. Also equates to what is Jesus, right? And that's 250. Earth is that 250, right? The silver spirit, you can also go the silver bullet. And now we're going to have to start talking about different beverages, different beer products, different spirits. You go to the clubhouse, join the gold club. Everything is the club, the club, the club, the club, but yet it's a spade that puts everybody into trouble. The spade brings us all over here. The spade is the IT system. Why? 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 equals to what is 20 and 9. 20 and 9, the letters are IT. It's the IT system. You're born into the house of 2020, right? The Sumerian calendar is absolutely perfect. It's utopia where we are. Anyways, I'm going to be back tomorrow night at some time or tomorrow afternoon. I don't know, but I am super, super tired. So, and thank God I'm still
Does
alive.
Forbidden ever go live?
Forbidden? How do I knock on his door? Forbidden. I don't know.
Knock knock.
I do. I have a fan on in the background. I do every now and then. I I typically go live. A lot of others try to. They ask me to come up on their lives, and I try to talk about some of the numbers in the way that I understand them. Like through like how we break down the numbers, like we did the hammer, and I was like Horus, Abraham, and Scales. So I do some things like that.
I didn't know if you wanted to go live so we could still talk, because I would like to know some numberings in the cards I see. He's like showing me all the numbers. Like I'm being aware of them more. How they're everywhere.
Have you ever thought of as the letter MB for Aries?
Well, I'm a Virgo, and Virgo is an M too, with the fish at the end of it.
Oh, I mentioned, like, I was looking at the alphabet. If you would look at the alphabet, right, you would have, there's many ways to do this. You would have Aries, which would be the first. And hold on a second. And then you'd have, there's a couple of ways to do this. Aries would be the A, and then Aries would be the M, and then Aries would be the Y. Amy would be Aries. AMY, Amy. That would be Aries. And then Taurus, right? Taurus would be B, and then it would be N, and then it would be Z. Wow, Amy Benz, like Mercedes Benz, or Yam Benz, something like that. Anyways, too tired. There's reverses to this also, but I'm gonna go to bed. 40 people here. I know I'd love to stay, but I'm done. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube. If you want, I can leave the channel open so you guys can talk, and I'll just go to bed. And when the channel shuts down, we can leave it like that if you want.
No, Mr. Tech, you really need to get your rest. After
I'm going to go to bed, but you guys can chat. I can leave it on if you want, and let it shut down on you guys.
I mean, we can talk for a few minutes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to. I'm just saying good night, and I'm leaving it open. When it shuts down, it shuts down.
Thank you, Mr. Tech.
All right.
Thank
It's going to be easier that way for you. If nobody talks and everybody leaves. If you want to, I don't know if I can put somebody up there because it's not going to be good on the channel if I do that. So you know what? Maybe we'll end it. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Help support.